What you see before you is the first of a new species. I call it Experiment 626.
You have married.
I am not a person,
You
I'm
have
a
destroyed
tiny
his
little
spirit.
frog. And
You
I
have
splash
taken
and
him
splash
from
in
us.
lily pads and sleep
All that
inside a log.
forgive.
I can wear just what I want when I wander through the
What?
fog. Cause I am not a person, I'm
Has
a tiny
stones?
little frog. Ribbit!
There we go. Better? Better, better? There we go. Cool, cool, cool. I forgot I was recording things in OBS yesterday, and I needed my microphone to be muted for that. Rar, hello. Rhea, how's it going? How's it going? Oh my goodness. So sorry. I did say hi to everybody. How are we doing? Babbitt! How you doing, Babbitt? Power! Okay, so here's how this is going today. So far, we are going to wait for Cappy to raid into us, and then we'll get started with the collab stream. How's everybody doing today? I'm gonna switch over to chatting for now. Collab day! Stick 'em in a stew. Oh my goodness, I'm excited and I am nervous and I'm excited and I am nervous and I'm excited and I'm nervous. But do you guys want to see something that I did the other day? Well, yesterday. Here, I have excites. I have exciting things. Ooh. It's not entirely done. I have a little bit more to do, but I've pretty much finished the cardigan. Pretty much. 1 second, I'll show you. Oh gosh, I have so many things. Ugh. It's still attached to some yarn. Oh my goodness, just never go outside again. So I gotta put the pockets on, and then I think I'm done. Like, I think this is how it's gonna be. I'm super excited. Super, super excited. Thank you so much, Bran. You're so sweet. And Rain and Jedi. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, T, you're so sweet. I love you guys so much. Aw, thank you, Dagon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh no. There we go, I fixed it. Okay. Oof. Oof. What flavor is this one? Strawberry. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm so excited and so nervous. I'm sure everyone can see it on my face. Thank you, T. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to like finally be towards the end of that. It's gonna be so nice. I've been working on that cardigan for like forever. Sanji likes to ask what flavors are things that don't usually have flavors. So Sanji's asking, what flavored cardigan is it? Strawberry. Doing okay, struggling to get used to a new person being around. I got coloring books and chalk pencils yesterday and a new stuffed froggy. I have also been very much enjoying the new farm game. Nice! Fuck yeah! Heck yeah, heck yeah. What is the new farm game again? Which one is it? We got this. We got this. I'm so like, I'm always nervous learning new things, but now we learn new things live, and that's even scarier. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I really, really want to. Super excite. Super excite. Oof. I'm so excited. Okay. I have my notebook, so I'm ready to take notes. I'm ready to do all the things. I'm just silly and very new. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, the Pioneer of Olive Town. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You were telling me about that. I got a demo for Paleo Pines, which is a farming sim, but with cute dinos that help you on your farm. And I'm super excited about the demo. Super excited. I didn't know that it like currently had a demo available. So much fun. So much fun. Also, I just realized I had something set up, but I guess it didn't work. I had something set up to where it would immediately shout out peeps like Babbitt, but it didn't work. So I guess we'll try that again next time. I have to run to the store in a minute, but you got this. You're going to enjoy coding. It's magic. I cannot wait. He's going to raid into the stream, and then we have... Twitch has this thing called Guest Star, where I can pull up their camera onto my screen. It's gonna be a good day. It said you must be a mod to do this. Boo. Boo. Pizza Nathan! Time. Today I got some digital pizza for you all. Eat it if you want, but I don't know what will happen. Eat at your own risk. How are you doing today, Nathan? I'll have to figure out why it did that, Bran. Oh my goodness. I'm a mess. I'm dropping things left and right. Did you know Nathan wants to make a fashion line for dinosaurs? I love that. I love that so much. Boo, we say. Babbitt, there we go. There's a shout out for Babbitt. I'll have to figure out what the... Mix it up, be weird. So far, so good. Thank you for asking. Amazing, Cryptid. I'm glad it's going good. If you'd like, you can tell us a little bit about yourself in chat. But don't feel pressured to do so. Thank you for the hydrate, Dagon.
Hello, Valerie. And goodbye.
And goodbye. My goodness. My goodness. Do, 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 do. Good morning, Ghosty. Thank you. Thank you for getting that for Ghosty. Yeah, it's supposed to immediately do them, but I wonder... No, that won't work. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. Let me see. Whose intro was that? That's Ghosty's intro. Ghosty, ghosty, ghosty. Is it just me, or is it weird to see Spectre's name again? It is. It is super weird. It's nice to have him back, but it's definitely weird to get used to it. LG has the brain cell today. I made it a command, by the way. LG has the one collective community brain cell. I love it. I mean, I could have used it today, but that's fine. You can have it. Let me see. Let me see what I'm doing, you guys. Let me see what I'm doing. Gasp, I miss Ghosty getting VIP. Yeah, Ghosty got VIP. They killing it. They killing it. It does. It is set to only have a moderator do it, but that's, yeah. Maybe there's another way I could figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Absolutely, Cryptid. Absolutely. LG is a good bean. It's in good hands. It is. It is in good hands. Oh no, what was I thinking? No, you're so good. You're so good. LG is home, but Stream Mommy is not. Stream Mommy is currently at work. Do 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 do. I feel like I'm just patiently waiting to start something so nerve-wracking. When did Ghosty get VIP? A while ago. Couple weeks. Maybe like 2. The mobile app might cut out soon. Oh no. The silly mobile app. It's always all goofed. Okay, I'll pass it around. No worries, y'all. Yes, you still need to find your intro. I want to know. I want to know. Yeah, like a couple weeks ago. A little while ago. Do 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 LG must have forgotten that great married couples share brain cells, so Farron still gets the cult brain cell by proxy. Gotcha. Cool. Well, that works out. That works out for me then. I followed your edited video YouTube and watched your first video. Also, I'm still watching Subathon Day 1. Oh my goodness. That was a long video. All the Subathon videos are just like, I mean, obviously they're as long as the Subathon Day was, so they're long as hex, but it's so crazy to go and like see that. We just got a shout out from Cappy. Me right now. Me. I don't even know. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Oh, it's Spectre. I just read it like it was another peep. I didn't realize. Do you want me to send you the 2 videos I thought would work for me? Yeah, once you get VIP. I wouldn't bother sending them now just because I'm probably not gonna look at them until then. Just because I'm busy. I figured out the thing. Storage Band-Aid. Woo! We love it. We loves it. It's happening. Oh my goodness. The panic. The sheer panic. How are you doing, Trixie? I'm doing great. I'm doing super good. Yay. Oh my goodness. Today is the day. There we go. Little sluggy fresh wiggles for you. I realized we had a hype train the other day and I never brought out Sluggy Fresh, so I apologize. I know once I get VIP what I'm doing. Now that we have movie night, I'm gonna save them up. Heck yes. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah. Big breaths. Big breaths. Finally some rain. Oh, nice. Yeah, we had a giant storm the other night. Cappy! Rock your body. Everybody dance now. Welcome in, everybody. No, we weren't waiting too long. Not too long at all. You are so good. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are doing the collab stream today. Could we get, oh, you already got it. You already got the shout out. Thank you so much. Ryan, welcome in. Proton, welcome in. BK, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm excited. Let's do the dang thing. Let's do the dang thing. There we go. There's a shout out. Okay. Sorry, I am all over the place this morning. All over the place.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Bonjour. Okay. Do. Let's get learned. Let's do it. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. I'm super nervous, but I'm excited. We got this. So I'll go ahead and invite you right to the guest star. Good stuff. Good stuff. Whoop. All right, feel free to invite me when ready. I'll join and then gotta grab a quick snack. Absolutely. 100%. You get your snack. I will add you right now. Do. Cool. I think I'm all set for camera setup. Nice. Hex yeah, hex yeah. Yeah, I think I'm set up and ready to go. But I'm real frazzled. I'm all over the place. All over the place. Okay. Do. Okay, let me get us switched. I see you. Let me get you on stream. Do. Cool. Nice, perfect. Absolutely. No volume from Cappy? Okay, let me work that out. We got a Okay, I think I just need to add Chrome as a source real quick. Let's see.
Head too. My head feels way too big compared to yours on the stream. So I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit.
Okay, did that work? Can everyone hear Cappy? We
Can
have
everyone hear me now?
volume. Cool.
Cool.
Good
Volume.
stuff.
Awesome. Okay, fabulous. I'm gonna grab a quick snack. I'll be right back. So hang tight. Hang tight. I'm super excited.
Absolutely. Cool. Cool. Good stuff. I think where I had myself confused was I had added them through Discord as an audio source and not Chrome, and that's where I goofed. Who chose the raid music? The Everybody Dance Now. That was me. do 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 do. I'm super excited. I have some Mad Libs written up. Good stuff. Hello. How are you doing, Lance? Time appropriate greetings. How goes everyone? I am doing super good. Thank you, Jedi. Thank you. Does anyone else have the stream glitching and repeating random segments twice? Ooh, no. Design! Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Thank you for the subby. Bacon pancake. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. How are you doing today? I've not had that happen. I would just try refreshing. I know occasionally Twitch gets like that. I've seen it happen with other creators. Usually a refresh helps, at least momentarily. Oh, good. I'm glad you're all right. Good. It's going to be a great stream. Cap is amazing. I'm super excited for it.
All right, I'm back. I'm ready.
Amazing.
No rush.
Good stuff. Okay. I have to add you to Visual Studio, right?
Yeah, you'll send me a live invite, so you can send me that link, and I'll be able to join. My Visual Studio Code can connect to yours using Live Share.
Live share, that's what it was. There we go. Live share.
And for anyone who doesn't know, I am TheCaptainCoder. TheCaptainCoder is me, and me is a computer science educator. I teach computer science and programming at a school for ages 10 to 14. So it's an international school. It's an online school for students worldwide. Our full-time programs in United States or people who are like tangential. So like having the full-time program, it's 8 to 3 p.m. Pacific time. So you have to live in a time zone that works. We don't like to take international students who are going to be up in the middle of the night. But we do also offer sort of a part-time program internationally, which is super cool. I absolutely love the job. I've been wanting to be a computer science educator essentially my entire life. And I finally got that opportunity a couple years ago, and it's just been so much fun doing it. And so I'm so excited to be here to help Ferryns learn, to help them on their way, But yeah, so happy to be here, everybody.
We're super excited to have you.
But yeah, if anyone has any questions, programming related or otherwise, do not hesitate to ask. That's what my stream is all about. All right, I'm connected.
Cool, good stuff. So then we go into the Explorer section, right?
Yeah, so here we are. So we're going to be using a tool here. The tools we're using are Visual Studio Code. What you guys see on the screen as Visual Studio Code. We've also installed a tool called .NET. So .NET is Microsoft's like virtual machine. If you don't know virtual machine, that's okay. .NET is a tool for creating software, and it's what runs a programming language called C#. It's a really popular language for making video games using Unity. It doesn't have to be only Unity. People use C# for all sorts of stuff, but it is commonly used with Unity because that's the language that's provided. And so we're going to be learning that .NET is actually what's called a command line tool. You're probably used to running things on your computer. You double click, a window opens, there's buttons you can click and interact with. .NET is a tool that only works from the command line. So you'll notice at the bottom of Visual Studio Code there's that little spot called terminal. I can't type. It's actually really dangerous to let someone type into your terminal remotely. So I actually don't have access because I could delete all of your files.
Oh no.
Yeah, the chat, Nathan. Thank you for asking. I can see the chat. Let me see if I can pop it out so I'll pay a little bit more attention to it because it's sort of in a bad spot for me. There we go. Let me move my head over here. And I'm talking, I said I was going to be facing a different direction, but then I am. Now I'm not. All right, so here we go. Now I'm facing the correct direction. 1 second here. Let me get this all set up just a little bit better. Sorry, folks. Okay. So yes, I can see the chat. So Ferryns, if you could, down in the terminal there, if you could type in the word .NET to show everyone what happens when we type .NET. You can actually type in, this is how you communicate with the computer. Essentially everything you do on the computer at some point gets translated into a command. And we typed in .NET there, and we get the output from the program. It says, you send this command to the program. The program says, by the way, this is the program .NET. This isn't how we use it, but here's how you might use it. It says .NET options or path to application. And one of the ways we can use .NET is to compile and run our programs. And so to run our program, we do .NET space and then run. So this is the run part of that is called an argument. It's a command line argument. We do .NET space run.
Code Warrior, thank you so much for the follow. So .NET space run.
Yeah, .NET space run, and that will actually compile and execute the program code that we have there. So you'll notice up on top it says a program at CS. Sorry, I just spilled a little water here. Let me wipe that up real quick. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
.NET.run. All right, I'm good. .NET.run is a command here. Did it go through? Yeah, it did. And you'll see it says hello world. And that's because up here, our current program here, it says console.writeLine hello world. So there's sort of three things to examine here. Console is another word we often use to refer to our terminal. So interacting with the console means you're talking to a terminal typically, or you're outputting information a lot of times, especially in computer programming. This is referring to text. A text-based console comes back and forth. This dot here says we would like to do something with this module. So we have a module here called console. And when we press dot, Ferryns, could you come up here? Oh, maybe I can do it. If I come up here, I don't think it'll show all the things. When I type console dot, I don't think we see anything. Can you type console with a capital C and then dot, and then just wait for a second? Console, and then dot. Notice Visual Studio Code is giving us hints. So this is so back in the day, back when I was a young warthog, when I was a young warthog, we didn't have all these fancy features. You just had to remember these things. But this is called IntelliSense. We have this thing called IntelliSense, and it sort of tries to give you hints about what to do. And right now we see all sorts of different things that the console library allows us to do. And in this case, if we press the down arrow, we can scroll through them. We can scroll through them here. We press the down arrow. And then, let's see, press, it's a little bit small here to see. There's documentation that will often pop up. Click the Explorer icon over on the left. And that'll actually, we don't need the menu open there. And then we can shrink it back down to the size it was.
Cool.
So we don't need that
there we
open.
go.
But as you start typing, so type console dot, and then start typing W for write line. It'll sort of start auto-completing. And then if we, I'm squinting at your screen here.
On right line?
If we click on right line,
and I'm also a goofball and a wingnut.
this is gonna pull, we got a little animation going on here on the screen.
But most of
Hi,
all,
Gooby.
what
How's
was
it
that?
going?
I'm
It's Gooby's special entrance.
a goofy goober.
I need to do that. That's such a great idea. I'm gonna steal that. I hope you don't mind if I steal that.
No, absolutely. I'll tell you the program I used to do it.
Very cool. Okay, so we have a console.writeLine, and so this is called a method. In some programming languages called functions, there's not that much difference between a program and a method and a function. But the writeLine method, if you hover over writeLine, there, IntelliSense again is going to pull up some documentation. It says writes the current line terminator, I don't know, to the standard output. Oh, it's because it's not the full thing here. Actually, I'm going to add a parenthesis here, and then we're going to actually notice here. I don't know if it's showing up on your screen. It says there's 18 different ways to use this. Hang on real quick. Just type a parenthesis at the end of writeLine. You'll start parenthesis, and it's going to pull up a documentation here. Open parenthesis, other direction.
There we go.
And notice up at the top says 1 out of 18. You see it says 1 out of 18 in that little documentation there?
Yes, 1 out of 18.
Saying that there's 18 different ways to use it. So it gets a little bit complex, but if you press the down arrow, it'll sort of start cycling through them. The way that we typically use it is with a thing called a string. So notice above we have hello world. I'm highlighting it here, hello world. It's in double quotes. In programming, this is called a string.
Okay.
It's a little weird. String is just a fancy word that some old white guys came up with that was like, you know what? We're not going to call it text. We're going to call it string just to confuse people. That's not entirely true. That's not entirely true. It means it's a string of characters, but the word character doesn't always, Anyway, string is just text. When we want text to be displayed, we use double quotes to denote that that is what we're putting in between. And so I want you now to add in a string in between these parentheses. That's just a greeting rather than hello world. That's kind of lame. Let's add a greetings. Let's add a Ferryns Cabinet greeting to our project here.
Oh goodness. Okay.
If you need some help, let me know. We can. I can get ChatGPT open up here, and we can have ChatGPT generate some silly stuff for us.
Heck yeah, easy peasy that way.
All right, generate a greeting. All right, here's you can't see what I'm typing here, but this is the prompt I'm giving it. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, generate a greeting.
Nice to meet you.
That is
Bonjour.
one sentence. It should describe the most fabulous person in the world named Ferryns. There we go. Is it Ferryn or Ferryns? It's
Ferryn.
Ferryn apostrophe. Ferryn. Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go. Name Ferryn. This is the prompt we're going to give it. Let's see what ChatGPT says.
It is
here we go.
Giorgio. It is Captain
Here we
Coder
go.
teaches.
So here is it. We have, it's a pretty long one. It's pretty long. Step into a world of awe and wonder, where the enchanting Ferryn captivates all with their, let's change that their unparalleled grace and radiance. How do you feel about that?
I love it.
You love it? You love it? Okay, awesome. You'll notice this is pretty long. This is a pretty long little sentence here that we did. Let's do a .NET run. Let's make sure it still works. It's always important to test it. Let's test out a program. Let's do a .NET.
Sorry, .NET?
Yeah, .NET run. Let's execute this program.
Ooh.
Lowercase d. It turns out computers are real picky with capitalization.
There we go.
There we go. You'll notice though, it sort of like gets this weird on my screen. My term is a little short. It sort of like it cuts off in the middle of it. Maybe we don't want that formatting quite that way. We can actually there's these special characters we can put in. Step into the world of awe. Let's make this so it shows up on a couple different lines. We're gonna edit the code here. When we change the code, that's called refactoring. We're gonna refactor this code.
Okay.
Such that it'll print this on a couple lines. Can you rewrite this to put it on a few different lines? So it's not. I don't want to take up the whole space. I don't want to have to. My eyes. I'm lazy. My eyes. They don't like to move very far. So we're gonna put it on a couple different lines. But I'm gonna try and catch up on the chat a little bit. I'm so sorry that I'm not following the chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry I'm hogging all the air in here.
I goofed.
Georgia says, is this Captain Coder teaches? Yeah, I am Captain Coder. I'm a computer science teacher. I'm a streamer here on Twitch as well. We do an educational stream. I'd love to have you there. If you want to learn how to code, that's a good place to be. Spectre says, you must be a moderator to do this. Sorry, I missed something.
Oh, sorry,
Maybe-
Spectre is my bot.
Like, what? Spectre, be nice. We have guests. It's interesting to me to see C# in use. I'm usually using HTML, CSS, or PHP in my work. Gotcha. Yeah, great, other great languages. HTML for doing web development. HTML, CSS, and PHP are usually for web development. C# is more of a general purpose language.
So how do I break this into different lines? Do I just hit enter?
Correct. Yeah, you can't
Okay,
do
cool.
that. Enters, you can't do that. You have to do a whole nother console.write line.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
that makes
console.write
sense.
line is how we say go. So it says write a line, and then it goes to the next one. So we're gonna add another write line there. Great
Cool,
question.
Cool.
Proton said, I missed it. I saw it there for a second. I'm really bad at this. Why can't I Oh, Proton said, Captain has passion to teach. Thankfully, he does it well. Great to be here watching this. Proton, I'm so glad you're with us, my friend. Happy to have you here.
So do I just type in console dot
Write line.
cool
Yeah.
write line? Yeah. Nice.
Giorgio already refactoring Snap. You're doing great.
Typing is not my strong suit, surprisingly.
Turns out if you become a programmer, you get pretty good at typing just by programming all the time. So one of the benefits of becoming a programmer, you get good at typing out of necessity. You'll notice there's this little error at the end. You have this little, you see the little red squiggly
Yeah,
there?
I do. Yeah.
If you hover over that, it'll have a little error message will pop up for you. What does it say? I can't read it.
Class system dot string represents text
above
as a
that,
sequence.
above that. Right above that's the actual error message.
Expected C#
so
projects?
semicolon expected.
Okay,
Saying
semicolon.
there's a semicolon expected. So it's saying, I want you to add a semicolon to the end. So in
Nice.
C# and in many programming languages, semicolons represent like the end of a statement. So everything we've done here is called a statement. We've written 3 statements. Line 2 has a statement, line 4 has a statement, and line 5 has a statement. At the end of a statement, we put a semicolon, saying, hey, that's the end of the statement, we're done. Turns out it turns out it's easier to make it to write a program. So it turns out there's a program that reads this and turns it into another program. So it's like programs all the way down. Turtle, it's the whole turtle thing there. Turtles all the way down.
Gotcha.
And so we have this semicolon here represent, hey, this is, I promise I finished this thought here. This is the end of my thought. All right, let's do a run. Let's do a console, a .NET run. Amazing. Step into the
Nice.
world of awe and wonder, where the enchanting Farron captivates all their unparalleled grace and radiance. Oh, with there. Okay.
Oops.
Wouldn't it be cool?
Oh,
Let me
there
ask
it
you
is.
a question.
Mhm.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool? Isn't it? So first off, it's a little bit annoying. I don't think you can see me highlighting there. It's annoying that there's all this leftover garbage from last time, right? Like when you do a .NET run, it's like it has all your previous code there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What type of program did you ever start up a program and it just has like all kinds of extra garbage there? We don't want that. We want to clear that out. So at the start of our program, I would like you to rewrite your code. I'm gonna put a little to-do here for you. To-do, rewrite the program such that it doesn't print hello world. And also, print is a word that is used in most programming languages to represent putting some, like writing. So write line, I might say print. I mean write. So it doesn't write hello world. And then the other to do. And notice in programming terms, to do is one word. My new student knows I'm talking to do. It's not Toto. A lot of my students, I had some students point out, like, what is Toto? I'm like, oh, that's to do, but I guess programmers to do is one word. Anyway, so the next part is like clear the console and using console.clear. Okay, so I want you to refactor. Those are the two things I want you to see if you can do. We want to get rid of, we don't want to say hello world anymore. And then we also want to use console.clear to clear the screen.
Okay. Alrighty. So where do I start?
Okay, we'll start right here. What is it? Rewrite the program. So refactor. We don't want to rewrite. Refactor. What does the word refactor mean? Do you remember?
Brain moves so much right now.
That's okay. I've only said it once. I only said it once. So fun fact. It takes the average person 10 times to remember something.
Really?
So, yeah, the average person, you have to hear something and use it 10 times before it's actually built in as a memory.
That's
Isn't
very
that
interesting.
Crazy? It's really, really important to, when you're learning something new, be like, oh, why is this so hard to remember? Why is it so hard to do stuff? The average person, it takes 10 times. If you can get it in 2 times, if you can get it in 5 times, you're beating the average. You're beating the average. All right,
That's
so
nice to know.
refactor is a fancy word in programming that says
to meet
we're
you.
going to modify.
Bonjour.
I don't know why we have all these fancy words. And instead, I should say modify the code. But it's good to learn the lingo, programmer lingo. Refactor means to modify the code. So you're going to modify the program such that it doesn't write hello world. What do you think we got to do to make the program not write hello world? It's almost a trick question.
Delete it?
Delete it. Yeah. Delete it. Right? So there's this like translating instructions into like art, like what you want to do. To me, when I say refactor the program, it makes perfect sense, but you've never done this before. So it's like, we got to think about it. So yeah, so we're going to delete it, refactor. So it doesn't do a thing. That means remove that feature. So go ahead and delete it.
All right. Do I just go ahead and like delete?
All right. Yeah. How do we test it? How do we know if it worked?
.NET run.
.NET run. All right. Still says hello world. What do you think's going on here?
What
do you think's going on here?
Idea.
So I'll give you a hint. If you look at the top tab there, it says program.cs. There's a little dot next to it. What do you think that little dot means?
No idea.
press Control S.
Control S.
Yeah, the dot will go away. Oh, click back into the top part and press Control S. The dot went away. What do you think Control S does? This is programmers have a lot of shortcuts. What do you think?
Did it
Control
like
S
refresh?
does? Good. Yeah, that's an excellent guess. It saves. Control S is save. Alternatively, we can go up to, you see the little hamburger menu in the top left?
Right up here?
The 3 lines, we call it a hamburger menu in programming. We could have gone down to File, and then clicked Save.
Gotcha.
We could've
Oh,
done-
okay. I
think
see.
it-
Control S.
Think about how many microseconds you're going to save by pressing Control S.
Right.
Think about how much, all those microseconds saved. Alternatively, there's also down there, you see where it says save, autosave? There's an autosave option a little bit below that,
Oh,
too.
cool.
So you can do that.
Nice.
If you're working in something like Unity, autosave can cause like some tricky issues, but for now we can do autosave, and now you won't have to worry about it being an issue.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you want to take? Let's do a run, and then I'll let you a chance to give you a chance to get caught up on chat. Cause I'm not really good at reading your chat. I apologize.
No, you're so good.
We got some red stuff here. The red stuff says that there's an error in our program. To read this is interesting. It says, one little thing, it says program.cs 6, 110. This is saying on line 6, column 110. That's
Oh.
where the error is. So it tries to give you some information. And we I don't know if I added this. Maybe I
I
added
think
it on
I
accident.
accidentally did.
There was some autocomplete. Oh, there was probably some autocomplete when you typed S.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you want this thing. This is exactly
Right.
what you want. You know, this sockets. What is the socket? Who knows what the socket is? All right, let's give it a shot. By the way, programming, you're going to fail a lot over and over and over and smash your head against the wall. So someone's, look at that. Step
There
into
we
the world of
go.
awe. How awesome is that? Now we just want to hide. We want to hide all our previous mistakes. So we got to get this console up clear in here as well. So below. Oh, let's pause here. Let's pause here just for a second. I'll let you get caught up on chat.
Okay.
So I'll stop. I'm sucking all the oxygen in here, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I'm
you
sorry,
are
chat.
so good. So
Chat.
much learning.
I'm
So much
sorry.
learning.
I'm so sorry, chat. And you don't have to get caught up on chat if you don't want to. I just feel
Oh
like
no,
chat,
no, for sure, for sure.
I feel like I'm neglecting the chat so much.
Have it say sup peeps. Oh my gosh, Rain, I love you. This is Captain Coder Teaches. Captain has passion to teach. Thankfully, he does it well. Great to be here watching this. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. I am very excited. Captain is an amazing teacher. It's interesting to me to see C# in use. I'm usually using HTML, CSS, or PHP in my work.
Yeah, so those are
Nice.
web development programming languages.
Gotcha. Okay. Heck yeah. Yeah, Rabbit does a bunch of web development. That's their thing. Do 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 do. All the things. So much chat.
I'm so sorry for taking all
It's
the
okay.
oxygen
No,
out
it's
of the
okay.
room.
I'm just like briefly running through and reading like the most important stuff that we didn't already get to. Babbitt says, semicolons, world's best hide and seek player. Do. What does Control Plus do? Proton.
Ooh, Control Plus is a zoom feature in a lot of programming languages. So click over on VS Code, press Control Plus. It'll actually zoom in. I bet that might be helpful for people. The font might need to be a little bit bigger.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah, I
that
wasn't even
makes sense.
thinking about that. And then Control minus will zoom out. And also, I think
Gotcha.
people done Control. No, Control Scroll doesn't do it. A lot of programs, Control Scroll will zoom in and out.
Gotcha. Did anyone here take computer science in school? I don't remember any of this from the website we learned on. Yeah. I didn't take much computer science in school. But I think this is all just like extra level coding stuff than just like a base computer science class.
This is what I teach in my base computer science class.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah, this is exactly how I teach it in my computer science class.
Mine must have been very, very low.
I'm very passionate. The reason I became a computer science teacher is because I thought computer science education was pretty bad. It's like, someone's got to do something about this.
Do. It saves it. It is your best friend. Oh, the autosave? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, what is the main difference between the coding languages? That's Brand's question.
Oh, good question. So, it turns out there's not a lot of difference between coding languages. It turns out there's a few different types of coding languages. We are using a programming language. C# it's called an object-oriented programming language. And there's many languages. So Python has object-oriented programming language in it. Java has object-oriented language in it. JavaScript has object-oriented programming in it. So C# is a language that falls into the category of object-oriented programming languages. And so essentially all of the sort of like all of the basic concepts of object-oriented programming languages will transfer between all of them. That said, the thing that is mostly different is syntax. So syntax is a fancy word that means how we write it out. So for example, here on the screen, in Java, you would do the following. Instead of this would be what you would write in Java. Instead of console.writeLine, The syntax is different. You would write system.out.println. So it's just a little bit different. And that's essentially the main difference is the syntax. And then some languages have more features than others. And so it depends on like what you want to do. In this case, C#. I know Farron wants to learn about game development, and Unity is a great way to do that. And Unity requires C# for the scripting language. So I figured we'd start on some C#. Also, I happen to be in love with C#. You know? If I could marry C#, I just might.
Just might. Well, I think for the most part, we're all caught up on chat. So sorry if I missed anything
awesome.
like super important, you guys.
All right. So we've done this one here with the refactor. The next part is I want you to see if you can apply what we've learned about console.writeLine to do a console.clear. So refactor to clear the comps using console.clear as the first statement in the program. Okay. So we want to make that our first statement in the program.
Okay. So I'll go up to the first line, right? Oop,
It could be
nope.
the first line. In fact, right now, our first statement is line 5.
Okay, so I could write it on like
So-
line 2.
You could write it on line 2, yeah. So essentially, these slashes here, these are called comments. This is how we.
Gotcha.
You'll notice this is like human sentences. I should say English sentence, not human sentences. I don't know what a human sentence is. It's a human readable sentence written in English, and these are computer readable sentences written in C sharpish.
Gotcha.
And so when you have the comments in there, it just says, ignore this line, don't do anything with it. It's there for a human to be able to read.
Cool. So we can just do console.clear. And then do I need to write anything in here, or will it just like do its thing?
Good question. What does the error say? So if we see that a red squiggly, it means something's gone wrong. If we have a red squiggly, something's gone wrong.
The
What-
type
and the very
name
first thing it says-
clear does not exist in the type console.
Yeah, so it's saying that we can't do it this way. This error is not super helpful. It's basically telling us that we need to put, the clear is a function, and the autocomplete trying to help you there. I want you to put parentheses. I want you to add parentheses here.
Gotcha.
So I want you to add parentheses at the end of clear.
At the end of clear?
Yeah.
Oop. And then a semicolon? Whoop. not
Semicolon.
There we go.
Perfect. All right, how do we test it?
.run. .net run. Nice.
Boom.
Cool.
Boom. All right. How do we feel? I was going to say pretty simple.
Pretty
How do
simple,
you feel?
yeah.
Does it feel pretty? Okay, feel simple. All right, let's complex it up a little bit. Let's complex it up a little bit. All right, so we have console.writeLine. We also have, like I said, there's many things inside. We got console.write. I'm a banana. Console.writeLine. You're a banana. Console.write. Let's split this thing. I don't know. I just made that up right now. It doesn't mean anything. We don't get any errors. Don't run the program just yet. What do you think the difference is between WriteLine and write? So we have two different things. So these are. Oh, one sec. I have a couple questions for you. A little
Okay.
review here. What is this thing? The console part. What did I call that before? So the word console here has some significance. What is console in this case?
Your terminal?
Console and terminal, the same thing. In the context of C#, the console here on the left side represents sort of a module for us to access. It's called a class.
Gotcha.
So it represents, we put all of the logic for interacting with the console inside of this module, this thing called a class. The dot is called the accessor operator. It's the member accessor operator. You don't have to remember that. No one knows what that is except for me. Everyone calls it the dot operator. I'm the only person in the world called the member access operator. This allows us to access the members, access things inside of the console module. And the thing on the right here, this clear part, that is the method.
Hello,
That
Nari.
is the method. Welcome.
You're so good,
aboard.
Nari. Don't worry. I forgot I had just set up all of the entrances so they do immediately when peeps come in.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. I'm gonna make that for people who are members on the Discord. I'm gonna set that up on mine. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Or on yeah. So when you this thing here clear, this is called a method. In some programming languages, called a function. And the way we kind of recognize it is we have these parentheses. Anytime you have a method, you put parentheses at the end of it.
Gotcha.
And sometimes there's something that goes in between the parentheses. So let's do a quick review here. Console is the module. It's called a class. The dot is our dot operator. It lets us access things inside of a class. And then the thing on the right is a method. This allows us to perform an action, perform an operation. Okay. So in this case, what in that
One
line
of us.
7 here we have
One of us.
right.
One of us.
What is the
us.
name? What does the right method do? What do you think? What's your guess as to what does the right method do? We have a right line. What do we think the right method does? We've never used it, so now we're trying to build some programmer intuition here.
Okay, so my guess would be right line would separate things via line, and then right would just like put them all together.
Oh, excellent guess. Excellent guess. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's see.
All right.
This is how we test it. Let's run it.
Nice.
Perfect. Perfect. Notice there's no space. It doesn't even put a
Yeah, there's
space
no
at the end.
space.
It just bleeds it all together. If we want a space, I put a space like this, and then we can do it. We can do a .NET run. Now we have a space in there. Oh, fun. Pro tip. No. Hit backspace. Backspace it all the way back. Pro tip. The up arrow says select the last thing from my terminal.
The
Tap
up
the
arrow?
up arrow. Yeah, just tap the up arrow in your terminal.
Here?
So you're in your terminal and just no. Click into terminal and then press the up arrow key. You have an up arrow on your keyboard?
Oh, cool.
Save yourself some keystrokes. You don't want to wear down those keys. Those are important. If you're programming, you gotta optimize. You gotta optimize. The up
That's
arrow
amazing.
says it's like the history command. Did you know in the Twitch chat that also works in Twitch chat?
What?
It works in most
I
places
didn't
you can
know
put
that.
text.
That's
It works
cool.
in most places you can put text. So it works in the Twitch chat.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Nice.
all
Okay,
right.
the spaces.
The next thing we're gonna do, check this out. We're gonna add some spiciness to this. This program, it's not the most spicy of programs. It's a little bit plain. You know, there's nothing wrong with vanilla.
Right.
But I like to put a little spicy, and I like pepper, salt, some onion powder in my yogurt. Really spice it up. So we have I'm a banana. Let's make this banana yellow. So I can do a console dot foreground color. I can change the color of my font here. Console color dot yellow. We want to be yellow. Console dot right banana. And then we have to switch it back. Console dot reset color. There's a lot of things. I've just added a bunch of new complexities here. Period. Space. All right. So we added a bunch of stuff here. Look how that's a lot of stuff. That's a big old chunk of stuff there.
Yeah.
This is this is what we like to call a complex piece of code. Let's run it though. Let's see if we got some spiciness in here.
Nice.
We got a
Oh,
yellow.
that's cool.
Look, that banana is yellow. That's what we want.
It
All right.
is.
So here's my task for you to do: refactor the code below to use yellow for the word banana and a color of your choice for the word splits. All right. Here's your task, Farron. Can we do it? Can you do it? Folks in the chat, let's cheer Farron on. Let's cheer them on. Give them some hearts. We believe in you. We believe.
Oh my
Even-
goodness. Okay.
And I'm gonna encourage you not, to look at. You have a backtick on your keyboard. Mine's in a weird spot. Mine's in a really weird spot, so I can't explain where it is on a normal keyboard. Never mind. I was gonna say, hit the little X on the terminal so you have a little bit more space to write code. Hit the little X. We'll close that terminal out.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what we're working on is so that we have a little bit more space, and we'll just open the terminal back up in a second. Chat, thank you guys so much for all the applause. Look at how much they love you, Farron.
Oh, it's the little swoosh thing is the tilde.
Oh, backtick is the other one. Is it tilde to open it? Let me check. No, it's backtick. It's backtick. So that's tilde.
Gotcha.
Backtick is this key.
What cure
That
for human hearts?
is this.
Soft and
I'm gonna do it a bunch
spirituous as
of times so
porridge.
it's easier to see.
Fairy's heart beats
Oh.
fierce and
You
free.
got one of, it's usually on the same key as tilde. Do you have one of those on your keyboard?
I do.
If you press Control and tilde, it toggles the terminal.
Oh, cool.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Nice. Easy peasy. Okay. Big brain. Big brain, big brain. Ooh. Nope. Okay, I've goofed.
You're close, though. Look at the line above. Look at line 12. What's missing? You look at line 12 at the colors.
Oh,
The colors are going to help you out here.
I see.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
there we go. Do 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 do. Oh, no dot.
No dot.
All the things.
Look at line 9. Look at line 9. You're so close. You're so close. Line 9. What's the difference?
Oh, the caps?
Yeah, the caps. They're very, very important in programming. You're
Very
going to come to either, you hopefully will come to love capitalization.
Nice. Console dot right. All right, console foreground. Then we need to reset the color.
Distron says, computers are the most pedantic when it comes to syntax. Absolutely. Because computers are really, really dumb. People think computers are super smart. Computers only do exactly what you tell them to do. They're really bad at having like just a general idea. This is why AI is kind of amazing.
I've done a thing. Oh.
I don't know if anyone noticed, but the split was like supposed to be a bad pun. I don't know if that came.
Do 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 do. Oh. Oh, I see. Ah.
Yeah, the single quote, the double quote, important. Line 20, let's take line 20, let's look at line 16, what's the difference?
16, 20. Oh, the colon.
Okay, that was
Semicolon.
one difference. What else is different?
Oh, there's a dot here instead of an E.
Bonjour.
Yeah, do you remember what the dot is called? No one knows what
It
it's called
is
except me.
called an access operator. Right.
Yeah, the member access
Member
operator. Beautiful.
access operator.
Member access operator. Because you want to access, you're accessing, maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but you're accessing someone's member when you do this. You're accessing the module's member. You're accessing the module's member. What's this error here? We have this error for this pink thing. You're gonna be real sad here, and
It doesn't have pink.
There's no pink.
What
There's
a
no
rude
pink.
thing.
So how you remember how to get the how to use IntelliSense to tell us what options we have?
No.
All right, so let's delete pink here. Okay, and then just get rid of the dot and then type dot, and it tries to auto-complete.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
You're gonna find that there's like, we only have 16 options, and they all kind of suck.
That's all right. Magenta's cool.
Magenta. There we go. We got magenta. We also got dark magenta. In case you're feeling a little bit emotional. You can do it.
Dark
Right.
magenta.
How do we test it?
Dot run. Oop. Control. There we go.
Hang on, before we run, I want to ask the audience. We're going to ask the audience. Does anyone see any bugs here? I'm not saying there are bugs, or there aren't bugs. Does anyone see any bugs here? This code will run. So there's a difference between a bug and an error. So like our code will compile and run. It's going to do exactly what we tell it to do. But will the output be what we expect it to be? Okay, so when you're ready now, Farron, let's go ahead and run it.
Doop. Ah, we need a space.
We need a space. The computer is like, I did exactly what you told me to
Right.
do.
It sure did. There we go.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
All right, I'm a banana. You're a banana. Let's split this thing. All right. So I'm gonna highlight a little thing that we're doing here. Check this out. We have these sections of code here are essentially identical. There's these 3 lines of code we had to write over and over. These 3 lines of code. Can you see what I'm highlighting? I'm not sure if we can see what I'm highlighting on the screen.
Yeah.
These 3 lines of code, these 3 lines of code, these 3 lines of code. These are all identical. We're like repeating ourselves a lot here. I don't know if a lot. We've repeated ourselves 3 times.
Right.
Wouldn't it be cool? This is a question I like. That this is my common mantra. Wouldn't it be cool if? Wouldn't it be cool if X? And we insert there. And the answer is almost always yes. Wouldn't it be cool if X? In this case, wouldn't it be cool if there's a way to do this all in one line? It's like this process. It's called an algorithm. The algorithm is set the color, write a thing, reset the color. That's an algorithm. That's our step. That's our sequence. Set a color, write a thing, reset the color. So we have this thing called an algorithm. We can take this code and we're going to write our own method. So we have these methods. We have reset color, we have write line. A method is just a grouping of code. We can write our own methods that say, well, I want to be able to reuse this code. So let's do that down here. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I don't know if it's following me here. All right, we're going to write a method. Don't worry about this word void here. This just, it's just, that big hole in my heart. But that's okay. That's okay. Void here. Don't worry too much about that. We're going to name this method. We're going to give this method a name. And what would you call the method that writes something with color? What would you call a method? So we have console.write. If you wanted to write a method that sets the color of some string and writes it, what would you call that? You get to name it. It's cool. You get to name. You can do whatever you want. You can call it recolor. Green color's okay. We're gonna try and follow a little bit. Does this describe what this is gonna do? It's gonna change the color, write it out to the terminal, and then reset the color.
Right.
So does this name describe all of those things?
No.
No. So what would maybe be a better name? I think if we have the right kind of needs to be in there.
Yeah.
All right. What would be the thing that we're doing? It's right, and then we do something extra. What's the extra thing we're doing?
Color?
With color.
Adding
yeah,
color.
Right?
Yeah, right with color.
Right color. I would call it right with color. There's no wrong
Right.
answer here. There's no wrong answer here. Have you noticed we're doing this weird thing where we don't have spaces, but all the letters are capitalized?
Yeah.
We have a word for that. You're never
What
gonna
is it?
guess what the word is.
What is it?
What do you think the word is? If you had to name this property, when you write words with no space, but they're all slapped together with the capital letters, what would you call it?
Oh goodness. I have no idea.
All right, so I'm gonna help you out. If the first letter's lowercase, and we have one for if the first letter's lowercase too. There's two different ones. One for if the first letter's lowercase. There's one for if the first letter's capitalized.
Really?
Because we're crazy people. All right, the one with the lowercase word makes sense. This is called camel case.
Camel case.
Why do you think it's
Okay.
called camel case? It's because
'Cause-
the capital letters look like humps. Looks like
Yeah.
camel humps. Yeah. So you would think we just call it capital camel case. Not what we call it. We call it Pascal case because that makes
Pascal.
Pascal Pascal case. Pascal case. I'm assuming it's named after a person, but I have no idea what Pascal case. Anyway, so methods are written in C#. Every programming language has a little bit different there. Pedro Pascal case. Pedro Pascal case. We call it Pascal case. Here, 1 second. Keeps wanting. I gotta turn off the setting here. Unfollow. There we go. Write with color. Right. This is called Pascal case. It's a C# naming convention where we put capitals here. So this is a naming. We're learning all sorts of new words here. Anyway, write with color. What are the things that we need to be able to write this method? So we're going to take this in here. So watch, check this out. We put this code in here. These curly braces. We put these curly braces. This is called the body of the method. Curly braces. In most programming languages are called bodies. Curly braces.
Gotcha.
You have an open and you have a close, and the contents are inside. So that's the body of the method. This describes the action it's going to take. And we can replace this here now, this code up above, with write with color.
Okay.
So we did a refactor here. We wrote a method, and it's going to say, I'm going to replace this chunk of code, and instead, I'm going to write a piece that says what we do instead. And when we get to this line of code, it says jump down here and execute that. Does that kind of make sense? I know I talked
Yeah.
about this. Does that kind of make sense? Okay.
Yeah, that makes
It
sense.
allows us to do that. Let's make sure we didn't break anything. Let's do a .NET run.
Right. Nice. It looks good.
Distron says Pascal was a famous mathematician. I knew that. And an early programming language was called Pascal. I also knew that. I've written stuff in Turbo Pascal. But was Pascal the mathematician famous for using capital letters? Like at the beginning of words? That would make sense. I'm just curious. Does anyone know? maybe this was a convention in Pascal, and before that it wasn't. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so our program works. We did a refactor without changing functionality. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We want to refactor these different chunks to reuse this code, right? So what are the commonalities? So I'm going to ask you, what are the commonalities? Let's close the terminal so we can look at it a little bit bigger on the screen here. What are the commonalities between this chunk of code and this chunk of code? We want to figure out what are the things that are the same, what are the things that are different.
Well,
so on this first line, oh, go ahead.
Oh, we changed the color, but the color is different.
Yeah, so everything on line 19 is, I noticed when I highlight it, I don't know if it does it for you on my screen when I highlight it, it's like, it highlights the text down here too. This part is exactly identical. Yeah, so it's like, hey, look, that's an identical thing. That's a thing that's the same between these two. But
Okay.
this thing on the right side is different. This thing
Yeah.
on the right side is different. So we want a way, we need a way to be able to specify the color. And so we can introduce something called a parameter. This allows us to create a variable. It's a name. We can give a label to something else. And so this happens to be a console color. In between the parentheses, console color, color. Okay. And then we can just get rid of this guy. We replace it with color here. And then up here on line 25, we specify what this label becomes.
Okay.
Does this make any sense?
Yes.
Okay.
To an
So-
effect that I would probably forget if I had to do it on my own, but I
Well, that's
see
why we're
I
gonna do it a
see what
bunch.
makes sense. Yeah.
That's why we're going to do it a bunch. All right. So right with color, we specify the color by passing in here. All right. So I'm going to undo this. I'm going to undo. It's going to be your turn to try. All right. We're undoing. Let me know when you're ready. Here, let me know when you're ready. I'm going to let your
Okay.
brain soak it in for a second. So I'm
Okay.
going to go over it real quick. I'm going to repeat what we did.
Right.
We added a parameter to specify the color type. It's a console color. We replaced the foreground color with that color. Let's go back in time a little bit more. So rather than specifying the explicit color here, we replaced magenta with this variable. This is a label. And then we had to update line 25. All right, so I'm going to do a couple to-dos here. To-do 1. To-do a coda. To-do number 1. Add a parameter to this method. Console color. To-do 2. Replace the hard-coded magenta with the parameter. And then to-do 3. Refactor line 26 to use magenta. Okay. How are we feeling? Are you scared? Don't
A
be
little
scared.
bit.
Don't be scared. You're amazing. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Brain breaky. So one parameter to this method console color. So we just
And if you oh, perfect. Sorry, I started talking too soon.
and then I don't need to put the color here, right?
You need to give it a name. So you have to give it a name. So you're saying that
Okay.
this thing is going to require a console color, but we need a name to refer to that console. So rather than putting magenta here, it's like a generalized idea. So I don't know if you remember algebra. You used to have like f of x.
Yeah.
This is that same thing. Right with color takes in a variable called, and then you get a name.
Gotcha. Okay.
But instead of being a number, it's a console color.
Gotcha. Okay. Replace the hard-coded magenta with the parameter. So then we'll put color here.
Okay, what does that error say? What does an error say?
It says console color does not contain a definition for color.
Yeah, there's nothing for the word color. Instead, we just want the word color there by itself.
Okay.
So get rid of console color dot. And we've actually specified here on line 32 that color is going to be something from that module, from that class. We've said, I promise it's going to be something that is a console color. So the computer can like make sense of this.
Right. All right.
Okay.
And then
So now-
up here,
Yeah.
we we would do the whole console color, right?
Console color, yep.
And then magenta.
Magenta, yeah. So now we specify what the
What
color
color?
actually is.
Oop, did I spell that wrong?
What do you think the error is? saying there's no magenta.
Oh, because it's not capitalized.
Yeah. Darn Pascal. Darn Pascal.
That makes sense.
Okay, so it's capitalized. How do we test to make sure it still works?
.net run. Nice.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. So we done did it here. 10 points. 10 points. What house are you? Do you have a Harry Potter house?
I do.
I was gonna say 10
Yes.
points to Gryffindor, but you might not be Gryffindor.
Ravenclaw.
10 points to Ravenclaw. There we go. All right. We need to add in so we've generalized this for color, but it still will put split here. If we look at the differences again, there's one other difference here between. All right, so now let's look at the difference from this code to this code. There's a difference on line 20, right?
Yeah, it's what we're writing.
It's what we're writing. So we need to add another parameter here. So inside of 20, we could put more than one parameter. Right now we have one. It's our console color.
Okay.
How do you think we add more things? How do you think we add more things? Well, if you had to try, what would you try here? Real quick, what is the type of this thing in double quotes? Do you remember? Starts with an S, ends with an ing.
No.
Starts with an S, ends with an ing. String.
String, gotcha.
Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. First try, easy. Okay. So we need to specify the type of the argument, type of the variable. So we'll put a comma here. What do you think we put there for the type? So previously we had console color as the type. We need to put the type here. It's a string. What do you think? What do you think for the string is going to be here? You know, on line 29. We're going to add some text here. I'm going to let you do it right where my cursor is. Do you see my cursor
Oh,
right
goodness.
here?
Yes.
All right. If you had to decide what the variable type was, so the console color is the variable type of this color. We know it's a string. How would you spell string out here? It's almost a trick question. String.
You just write string,
Add some
right?
String. All right, let's give it a name. Let's string space, then we're going to give it a name.
Word?
Word. Perfect. Word. Okay. Now let's update line 32. What do you think we do on line 32?
We would put string word here. Right?
Try it. Okay. And then what do we need to fix on line 24?
On line 24,
So we've only specified the color. What do we have to do?
we have to specify the word as well.
The word, yeah.
Would that go inside of these parentheses as
Goes
well, like it
inside
does
the
down here?
parentheses. Yeah, so the parentheses is like the container. Notice we're matching the shape. Line 29 and line 24, they have the same shape.
Right.
Yeah, so now we have to put a
Okay.
word in there. So what was the word that we had before?
It was split.
Split. But how do we specify strings? Their text, it has to go between.
Oh, it has to go between quotes.
Yeah. Okay. And then we don't have when we're doing. Notice that we have console color dot here. We actually don't need. This is a little confusing. When you're saying an actual thing, you just put the word there.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
Kind of.
Okay. So this is called a string literal. This dot here, this is a console color literal. It's saying that we know the exact color. Down here, it is a variable.
Gotcha.
We don't know the actual type of it. It's going to be something different each time. String, we don't know the type. We're declaring, we're specifying that this variable is going to be a console color. We're declaring that this variable is going to be a string. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's run it. Let's test it out. Do you think it's going to work?
Nice to
What do
meet
you
you.
think?
Bonjour.
I think
How
so.
are you feeling?
I think it'll work.
Confident? You feeling lucky? Huh, punk? All right, let's try it.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What do you think the issue is? Let's debug it. Let's debug it. Oh, someone just followed me. So I gotta sing him a song. I don't know who
Absolutely.
just followed me.
Sing him the song.
Cryptid craftiness. Actually, you followed me like an hour ago. I'm sorry. So people who know, if you follow Captain Coder, I welcome you to the crew with this song. So we got Cryptid craftiness. I'd like to welcome you to the crew. Oh yeah, we've got cryptid. Yes, craftiness. I don't know what I'd do without you. You've followed me, and I'd like to say thank you so much for following me. So welcome to Captain's Crew. Cryptid craftiness. Thank you so much for the follow. Sorry it took me so long to sing you that song there, but welcome aboard. All right, sorry for the delay there. What do you think the issue is? What do you think the issue is?
Something down here is not right.
Yeah, so if we're between double quotes,
right.
That is saying we are literally gonna show that text.
Right. So we don't want to have the double quotes there.
No double quotes. All right, let's get rid of the double quotes.
There we go.
Now,
okay.
and we're
That
close.
looks like it matches more, but
notice, what about here? Line 31. Do we have to put console color there?
On line 31?
Yeah, so line 31, notice we're using the variable color, but we didn't use console color. So what do you think we got to change on line 32?
Oh, okay. So we have to have console color here as well.
Well, the error wasn't there. So line 31's happy. Line 32 is upset.
Gotcha. Okay.
What do you think it's upset about?
I am unsure how to fix.
Okay. So notice here we have console color like this. Okay. And then when we want to use color, we just use color here.
Oh, so do we just take string out? It should just be word.
Take string out, yeah.
Okay, so that makes a whole lot of sense.
This interesting thing. So let's get rid of the word string there. So we were kind of learning like, well, I have to put it here, but not here. And that feels a little weird. It's because of the context. It's context. Right here, we are defining what color is going to be.
Right.
And down here, we're saying just use color.
That's the color,
So we've already defined the type. We don't need to redefine it here. We just need to use it. Let's give it a shot.
All right. Ooh, I did need that space I got rid of.
You did need that space.
There we go.
Let's try it.
Oh.
Close. Remember, the stuff that goes between the double quotes defines what the string will be. The variable doesn't care. The white space doesn't care when we're writing out. So where do we need to put this?
Oh, we gotta put it here.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's writing.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay. Whoop. I did things. Here we go. There we go.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So next task. I'm on line 10 here. Refactor. Real quick. I'm gonna say refactor. Where's the word
Do you
refactor?
have a little pity? Is he very, very pretty?
Another
Does he
entrance.
button all
Sorry,
toys?
one
Does he
second.
chew up all his toys? Does he
No
get
problem.
real annoyed when you play with all his smoosh? Do you
Do
have a little pity?
Eliana, hello. How's it going today? I hope you're doing good. Okay, so we're on line 10. Refactor the code to utilize write with color where applicable.
Yeah. So we're gonna refactor. What does the word refactor mean?
You've said it.
We've only tried it twice, so you got 8 more
Modify.
tries before. Modify. Refactor means to modify code. Modify
Yes.
code. Beautiful. You're above the average. Took you 2 tries. Took you 2 tries.
I wrote it down.
It's good. Good. Writing things down. Is different. Fun fact. If you take notes on yellow paper, you're like 20% better at memorizing stuff. It's like scientifically
Really?
studies have shown that writing on yellow paper, you will remember things better. Isn't
That's
that
wild.
insane?
That's crazy.
First off, writing things down, you'll remember it better. But
Right.
For some reason, yellow paper, it burns it into your soul quicker.
I like that. Nice.
All right. So we're gonna modify our code to replace the chunks of code and just reduce it down to write with color.
Okay.
Does
cool.
the task make sense?
Yes.
All right, let's give it a go.
Yes. There's yes.
Yes.
So many things.
Maybe.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Sorry. It's hard against like the wall of coding to see where to begin.
Yeah. See, but this is why I don't just tell you what to do. This is the challenge,
Right.
people. If you've ever used a tutorial online, they tell you exactly what to do, and you will find that it's really hard. You feel like you're learning so much, you're doing all this cool stuff, and then you go to try and do something, suddenly you can't do it anymore. It's like, what's going on? It's because those tutorials, just copying it down, doesn't access that critical thinking hole. You got this hole in your brain
Right.
somewhere. You gotta access that critical
Gotta
thinking,
access.
that frontal cortex.
Do do do
Alright.
do do do.
And I'm here.
do,
I'm here in
do,
case you
do,
need
do,
something.
do.
But I
Okay.
believe in you.
Refactor to utilize write with color and do. So in order to do the write with color, no, because that's here. Okay.
So look at line 25. We're gonna use line 25
Yes.
as our template.
So we'll go ahead and we'll put this up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do 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 do. Oop. Oh.
VS Code done got you. It was trying to be helpful.
It was trying. It was trying its best.
Have you ever tried to help someone and made a mess of things? I feel like I'm VS Code all the time. My partner. So this is a sad fact, maybe a fun fact. Before I was with my partner, I had just, so I'm like 30 when I was 30 years old, 28 to like 30-ish, 32-ish. I had all plastic plates and cups. This is because I break plates and cups on accident all the time.
Oh no.
So my partner and I, we moved in together last summer. We were long distance for a couple years. We moved in together last summer, so I moved. I've broken several plates and cups. I feel really bad about it. So I'm like doing the dishes and plates and cups just break or get chipped. Look, I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to autocomplete here, and I'm making a mess of things. So
Right.
luckily, she's very, very kind. She's very, very kind, and she lets me break things. All right.
So, question.
Yeah.
Does copy and paste work in here?
It does. I'm gonna encourage you not to copy and paste. You're gonna learn
That's
better
fair.
Until you're better.
Gotcha.
Not that you're not fabulous. I'm gonna encourage you not to do copy and paste because it'll help you.
Right.
learn.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But cool that it works.
Copy and paste works. Yeah. There it goes, breaking your dishes for you.
Rude. Rude. Okay.
All right. How you feeling about it? How you
I
feeling?
feel pretty good about it.
Feel pretty good about it? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's try it.
Nice. We don't have a period, but other than that,
All right. Let's fix it. Let's
other
fix
than
it.
that, do 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 do.
Okay. All
It's
right.
off, but it's
All right.
there.
Close enough. Close enough.
Close
Okay.
enough.
Next challenge. Are you ready for the next challenge, Farron?
Yes.
All right. Down here, I'm on line 33 right now.
9:33. There we go.
And we're gonna do it. Two parameters, console color and string, and it writes the specified. This is like technical documentation. String to the console with as a line. Okay. Do the instructions make sense?
Write a new method, write line with color that accepts two parameters, console color and string. It writes the specified string to the console as a line. Yes, so I'm interpreting that as pretty much what we did, but write line instead of write.
Yeah, exactly. Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Okay. Ah.
I believe in you.
Okay. Boop -a-doop
And no, you can't copy and paste.
So do we want to write like a whole new thing down here, or
Yep.
do we want to
We're gonna write a
modify
whole
this
new
up
thing.
here? Okay.
We're gonna write a whole new thing. A whole new
Gotcha,
thing.
gotcha. Do 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 do. Oof. Okay.
So it's gonna look an awful lot like lines 26 through 31.
Right up here. Yeah. And so I do have to put void at the front?
Void, yeah. So we're not gonna worry too much about that. Just know that
Right.
that is a requirement right now.
Gotcha. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Do 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 do.
Quick quiz.
Mhm.
What is the quick quiz? Quick quiz. What is it called when we have names that have all capitals for the letters?
Pascal.
Pascal case. Boom. Did you write that one
Pascal
down?
Price. I did, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's why you remember. That's why you remember. Beating the
Yeah.
average. That was your first try. First try. Beat the average. First try.
Nice, nice. Kicking ass, kicking ass. Do 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 do.
fun fact. Let me show you a little trick. Go back. Press dot. Press dot and start typing foreground. Get rid of foreground. Sorry. Get rid of foreground. All right. Press dot and start type F, and then press enter.
Nice.
Gotta save those
Super
keystrokes,
easy.
man. You don't want to wear
Right.
that keyboard down. That keyboards are
Exactly.
expensive.
I know. I've already wore all the keys off of mine.
Yeah, so enter will select the whatever IntelliSense is suggesting.
Okay.
Proton is asking, Capitan, did you explain that the void keyword specifies that the method doesn't return a value? We haven't talked about return types yet, Proton. So I told Baron that they just shouldn't worry about it for me. Just know that it's part of the syntax. The compiler really wants us to have it. So no, we haven't talked about return types yet. Okay.
Okay.
All right. How do we test this?
We write things.
Can write things with it. All right, it's gonna complain if you put it here. All of your methods have to be at the bottom in right now.
Oh, okay. So all of them. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
The methods
So we
have to
gotta
be
go
at the
up.
bottom right now, so we can't put it. Yeah, so all of your method definitions go at the bottom.
Gotcha. All
All
right.
So I'm gonna give you a task.
Mhm.
Your first two lines, make those display in a nice color.
First two lines?
Yeah, so lines 5 and 6.
Lines 5 and 6. Okay. Do. Console, right line. One second. Okay. Green. Okay. I feel good about that.
Feeling good. Good. I like it.
Okay.
All right, let's try it. Let's test it out.
Do 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 do. Nice.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Good stuff.
Okay. All right. I need to take a quick break. Probably like 10-minute break. Is that cool with you?
That's perfect. Actually, this is like right around my lunchtime that I normally take.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that works out perfect. If my mods could get up a poll for what game we're gonna play while we're gone. I usually bring up like words on stream or Gartic while I'm off on little lunch break.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So I'll be back. We'll be back. And you're doing great. This is awesome.
Thank
I hope you're having
you.
fun.
I am. It's
Okay.
it's definitely clicking.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
Absolutely. See you soon. And everyone in chat, the poll is now up for what game, if you want to vote on that, if you want to play. There's no pressure to have to play. It's just kind of up there as an option while we're about and doing different things. I'm going to put us on the BRB screen for now while we vote on that poll. And thank you guys so much for just being here today and participating. And Just being super patient. I know I can't read chat as much because I'm like super big brain focused, but thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, it looks like words is gonna win, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting words set up. But there's still time for you to change what you want to play. Absolutely, Snackers. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. I'm having a really good time. Also, I didn't get to say it earlier. Bran, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Nari. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't wait to see what you'll continue to cook up. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. All right, right now, Words is at 7 and Gartic is at 5. Are we having fun today? Yeah, we're just going to lunch and then we'll be right back after the break to jump right back into it, get some more coding knowledge learned. Also, Mom, hi. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I saw your message earlier. I just didn't have time to respond, but thank you so much. Woo, lunchtime. Chicken salad. Chicken salad for the wins. Okay, it does look like Words is going to win, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it set up. Alrighty. Again, we'll probably be gone for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm just gonna eat lunch real quick and take care of a few things, and then we'll be back. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have fun. For anyone who hasn't played Words before, it's gonna be a bunch of jumbled letters up on the screen. All you have to do is type in chat what your guess is for the letters. If you get a correct answer, you will be locked for a period of time. There will be a bar on screen that once it goes down, you'll see your name gets unlocked and you can type more answers. I hope you guys have a good time. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. Bonjour.
Alrighty, I am back. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, we're back at level 1. Oh no, I'm guessing Words was not nice to us today. It was super good, Bran. Thank you so much for asking. It was really, really good. Gotta love foods. Gotta love foods. Thank you, Jedi. You're so sweet. Real quick, while I have a chance, 0 times 29, thank you so much for the follow. Giorgio, thank you for the follow. Thetra, Code Warrior, Sick, or does that say Silk? Thank you for the follow. Donnie, Fuel, and Kelvar, thank you all for the follows as well. Thank you, thank you. It was Dagon, you know me. I'm very, very easily predictable. How are you doing with your coding? I had to step away to prep some eggplant. Absolutely, that sounds delicious, Nathan. It's going really, really well.
I just blew in from a biology lab. I'm back and I'm flapping free.
No, but it's going good. It's going super good. I'm very, very excited about everything that we have going on. Oh no, did guest star stop? I could have swore I had it open. Oh, do I? I do. I do. Ooh. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You're good, you're good. I don't think so. Heck yeah. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for participating. Nari, Jedi, Bran, Ryan, Cryptid, LG, Dagon, Disron, anyone else who may have participated during the game. Thank you so much for just hanging out while we ate and we got everything done. I'm gonna go ahead and close up Words on stream and get us set back up to jump back into coding. Do, 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 do. I saw that. I saw that we hit a giveaway. How about this? At the end of today, we'll go ahead and run that giveaway for you guys. Bran did it again. Bran solely funds the giveaways. No, but super excited. Super excited. It's a good one today. Let me tell you, it's a good one. Okay, here we go. Cappy's back. Where is... There it is. Good stuff.
All right. All right.
Nice to meet you. Bonjour.
I don't know if this is a normal thing. What did you have for... You ate lunch, is that correct?
I did, yeah. So
is it okay for me to ask?
Absolutely. A good 95% of the time, it's chicken salad.
Oh, okay. Chicken salad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
There are certainly worse things to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't eat lunch, but I'm having a snack. I'm eating, I just have a big bag of prunes here.
Big bag of prunes.
Snacking on prunes and cashews. It's like the breakfast of Captain. Breakfast of Captain. Cashews and prunes.
Oh yes, Nathan, no display cabinet for today. We'll definitely get back to it tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. I will be here.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll do a little bit of review.
Absolutely. Dramoy, is it? Thank you so much for the follow. And this is where Captain is hanging out today. A lot easier to start coding at these days. I still remember when I wrote my first program 43 years ago. Whoa, that's wild, Proton. I'm sure it has come a long way since then. Chicken salad is the official lunch of this community. Yep. I don't know how I managed that, but I did it. It is now the lunch of the cults. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
cool. So we're gonna review. So one important thing to practice as a programmer, as a developer, is not only be able to write code, but to go back and review your code and explain it. We're gonna go back and review your code and explain it. So I'm actually going to delete all these comments we have. I mean, the comments weren't doing a whole lot. Comments weren't doing very much. And I want you to talk us through these codes, and I want you to ask yourself, is there anything we can simplify? Is there anything we can simplify? So we're going to talk about it's your first program, not too bad. I deleted all the comments.
Cool.
I took out all your helpers. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I know I'm and sometimes you got to be the evil captain to help
Right.
someone learn.
Exactly.
So I want you to explain using English to the best of your ability each line of code in here, what it does and how it works. This is a good way to practice, to reiterate and reinforce. Reiterate, strong word. To help reinforce what you've learned. Go back later and be like, okay, what do I really understand? What's going on here? And I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna quiz you a little bit on stuff. So line 1. Tell us, what is line 1 doing there?
Absolutely. So line 1 clears in the terminal everything that we had previously run. So it just clears it all out. Fresh new
Clears it out.
slate.
Beautiful, beautiful. What is this dot called?
That is the I have it. It is the member access operator.
Member access operator. So we haven't asked this yet, but what does the word operator mean? Do we know what an operator is?
Not in simplified English.
Yeah. So just to give you an example, 5 plus 6. We say that the plus here is an operator.
Okay.
So plus, minus, multiplication, those are all operators. They perform an operation. So an operation is something that like produces something new. It produces
Right.
something new. What is the operation 5 plus 6 produce?
11.
11, yeah. So in
Yeah.
this case, the dot operator, you don't need to put it right there. You can look at all this white space we can put in there. It means the same thing. The program will work just fine. This operator says it's the access, the member access operator. It operates on these two things, the left side and the right side. These are called operands. These are things you don't really have to know. No one knows these but me. Console and clear are the two operands in this case. The one on the left is the thing that we want to access.
Right.
So this is saying, what are we accessing? Where are we accessing from? So console is the thing that we're looking inside of, and clear is the member. So the member, you put your members on the right side of the dot,
Gotcha.
and you put your object, the thing you want to look inside of, on the left side. So in this case, we have console. Console is there's a word that we use for all the things that so console, not all the things. Console's the one here. I call it with an M, but the real word's with a C. Anyway, remember what we were calling console? Like it's a thing in the terminal, but
the
in the
module.
C# code. It's a module, yeah. It's also called a class. If we hover over it, you'll see it says class.
Gotcha.
System.console. It says class system.console. Console is a class. It turns out it's shorthand for system.class. You do system dot here. That's a lot of work. You gotta save those keyboard strokes.
Right.
All right. And then clear is our member. It happens to be another thing. Starts with an M, ends with an ethid. What's it called?
Method?
Method. Yeah, exactly. Starts with an M, ends with an ethid. It's a method. Okay, beautiful. And then this whole line here, remember we put semicolons at the end of these things. What is the thing called that has the semicolon at the end? Starts with an S.
Statement.
Statement. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, line 3. That was a lot to explain one line. I'm sorry I put you.
No,
through
you're
that.
so good.
This is did anyone ever tell you gotta eat your vegetables to get big and strong?
Yeah.
This is the vegetables of programming. If you want to really understand programming, these are the vegetables. You got to eat those vegetables. Eat those vegetables, and the captain's gonna just force them down. All right. So here we are, Line 3. What does line 3 do?
So it brings us down to the method. It's like shorthand for all this long stuff down here.
Shorthand. Beautiful. Yeah. So it performs. It's a method. It clears a method, right?
Yeah.
So it turns out there's some code somewhere else that someone wrote that when we perform, it's called calling a method. That means go to that thing, call it up on the phone, be like, hey, I need that favor. I need that favor, right? Call them up on the phone. They're going to give you a favor there. So this will perform the code that is sort of encapsulated down here.
Yes.
All right. We haven't talked about this, like what these are called yet. A little bit. What do you remember what we called these? I don't think I've told you what we called this.
I don't think so.
So in this context, these are called arguments.
Arguments, okay.
Yeah, so like if you have, f of x equals x plus 2. You remember seeing this in school maybe?
Yeah.
X here on this side is called the parameter, right? It's called the parameter here, but if we do f of 5 is the argument. So we typically just use those interchangeably. X is the parameter, 5 is the argument, but if you happen to be taking the AP computer science exam, they want you to know that because of reasons. It's really important to know it, I guess. I don't think it's that important to know it. Anyway, so this one is called the argument. When we set the value, when we give it a value, it's the argument. So in this case, we have an argument here, green. What is the significance of putting green here?
It tells you what color to use.
Yeah, why do we know it's what color to use? Like, where is that written?
Down here.
Yeah, it's because it's in the context of this method. We have the word color. It says, oh, we're setting the value that's inside of this label, this variable here.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. What's this thing called? This thing I have highlighted here.
String.
It's a string, yeah. String is a fancy word for text. All right. So lines 4 and 5 essentially doing the same thing. What do on line 6?
Yeah. 6 is it writes the string I'm A.
I'm A, yeah. It writes the string IA to the console. What's the difference between write and write line?
For write, it just kind of like smushes them all together, one right after another, and write line will start a brand new line with that text.
Yeah, so you're almost right, but I'm gonna go with yes. That's exactly right. Write line actually makes it so that it will start a new line after, so it writes it out and then it's like pressing enter.
Oh, okay, cool.
So write line says just put some stuff and then press enter. That's essentially what it's doing.
Gotcha.
All right, beautiful. I know we just went over this, and short-term memory is hard. The dot operator, what goes on the left and what goes on the right? So it's the member access operator.
I know that on the right is an argument.
Ooh, close.
No.
Starts with an M. The thing between the parentheses is an argument.
Oh,
the thing
okay,
after the dot operator is the member access operator. So what are we accessing?
The member?
The member, yeah. So it turns out console has a bunch of members. Right. Write happens to be one of the members. Clear happens to be another member. Write line happens to be another member. How do we see all the members?
If you do console dot, it'll pull up everything.
Yeah, let's do console dot. Let's see how many members console has. These are all of the available members. It has a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Console, you can think of console as an exclusive club. Here's all the members that you can use in those clubs, right? So, right, cool. So we have console. That's the member. The left side, the console word keyword there represents a hover over it. It'll give you the module. Also in C# we call them
terminal.
We hover over the word console. Hover over the word console.
Was it a class?
Class, yeah, class.
Class.
What do you think the word class stands for? It's not. It turns out it's an abbreviation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's an abbreviation. It doesn't mean class like we're in school. Doesn't mean we're being classy.
Classify?
Classification.
Classification,
So it's
okay.
a classification of things that all sort of have similar purposes. So that's why the word is called class. We put together a bunch of functionality. Then we're saying, well, we're classifying this all as console methods.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so the rest of these sort of make sense. Could we simplify? Lines 8 and 9 can be simplified. How could we refactor that to have the same output but and do it in one line?
Could we just put the strings together?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. That's a place where I think copy and paste would be okay.
And then just delete this one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. What about lines? Oh, beautiful. I was gonna let that error slip and then make you fix it later. 10 and 11.
10 and 11, same thing. We can just go ahead and put them together.
You did it the easy way that time.
Oh, did I?
The other time you're like, you know what? I'm gonna type your A instead of just. And this time you're like, you know what? That was too much effort. I'm gonna put a dot here this time.
Yeah.
Dot here this time. All right, let's test it out.
Okay. Nice.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice work. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. This program's not that interesting, right? Why isn't this program, like most programs, when you run a program, does it usually just say something and exit?
No.
No. What do most programs do? It like we're waiting for something. What are we waiting for? Like when you start up a program, it's like there's a purpose to it. This program has no purpose.
Right.
It's like a learning exercise a little bit. We want to be able to make it so the user can interact with this program.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So we call this doing user input. In programming, it's called user input to allow a user to interact with our program. So far we've been doing console.write. Right? So this displays text into the terminal.
Right.
What do you think we do if we want to get input from the user? What's the opposite of writing?
Reading?
Reading, yeah. So can you find a member of the console class that allows us to read user input?
Read line.
Read line. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's click on read line there. What goes at the end of methods? Semicolons go at the end of statements. There we go. There we go, semicolon.
Nice.
Okay. Let's run our program. So now our program runs and it's like you can actually start typing stuff and it's waiting for you to enter a line. Notice it ended up at the end of the, what do you think it ended up? So start typing. Try typing something out there. So it lets you type there. It shows up at the end of the line. All right, go ahead and press enter. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to rush you.
Oh, no, you're good.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. So read line. And now notice we end up back at, this is called the command line prompt. So it's a way, the prompt there, it says like where you are. It's asking you to run something.
Gotcha.
So when we do a read line, it pauses. This is called blocking. I don't know why we have all these special words for brains. It pauses and waits for you to type something in. In programming, we refer to this as blocking. The program blocks until user input is received.
Okay.
So it blocks until you press enter. In this case, it's going to block until you press enter. All right. We need to save the results of calling readline. We need to save that value so we can use it later.
Okay.
So we're gonna do this. What type of data do you think we get back from a read line? So just so you know what the word data is, console.color is a data. We've looked at two types of data. Console.color is a data type, and string is a data type.
Oh, so we would get a string.
We get a string back. So we need to create a space to store a string.
Okay.
So to do this, we're gonna do. This is gonna be really annoying for you. On string inputs semicolon. Remember how I said we start with capital letters?
Yes.
It turns out string, it'll let you do a capital letter, but you're supposed to do string with a lowercase letter.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's for weird reasons, and it's related to its being what's called a sort of primitive data type. It's a data type that we use all the time, so it's sort of special. So we lowercase that. And then this thing here, you might have noticed too, we have input is a lowercase I, so we're not using Pascal case, we're using camel case for our variable names.
Okay.
This line here, line 14, it's saying make a space for a string. So like create a little box in the computer that we can store strings inside of. That's
Okay.
what line 14 says. So this is called declaring a variable input that is a string. So that's sort of what we're doing. Declaring a variable input. Maybe we'll put the say called. That is a string. So we can store strings there. And we could do this. We could do input Bob. So notice we can set Bob on the right side of it. It's called assigning the value. But really we care about what the input is. So we can do input equals console.readline.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Kind of.
Kind of. Do you have a question? Or is it just like you don't know what question to ask is also okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Try and think what doesn't make sense. Imagine. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I guess just unsure. I guess just seeing it in action would be.
Okay, let's see it in action. Okay, all right, excellent. Let's see that. So we saved this value. Let's actually do a console.writeLine. You entered. And then we can do this here. It's a little bit weird to look at.
Okay.
So this is a string literal. It's going to show the word you entered, and then we're going to add the word input to the end of that string. Not the word input, the value stored in input to the end of that string. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, let's run this. Let's run it.
You entered Spectre. Cool.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
Maybe a little bit more sense? Okay.
Yes.
What would we do? So it's a little bit, at least I think it's weird that it like has you typing at the end of that line, right?
Right.
We should make it ask a question. So we're going to write a text adventure. So let's have it ask, what is your character's name?
Okay.
So let's have it display what is your character's name.
Oop. Oh, what has happened? What have I done? Oop.
Hit control backtick. Control backtick should get you back. I think. You might have closed it. I can't. Let me maximize my screen here so I can see a little better. Click over on. I think we've accidentally closed it. Click on the Explorer icon in the top left. double click on program.cs. There we go.
Okay.
And then we can
cool.
click the Explorer icon again to close it.
There we go.
Okay. And so we're gonna write some code here. We want to prompt the user. We're gonna ask the user to enter something. So enter your character's name.
All right. So we would go about that just doing console right line.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, let's try it. What happened? Oh, no, that seems fine. Oh, no, it's a little weird. What's going on there? Why is that, you know? Is that the outputs, it did exactly what you told it to do. But it's a little weird. What's weird about it?
Is it that these are together?
Yeah, is that sort of what we want?
No, it would make more sense if the enter your character's name was on its own line. So
Yeah. So this is sort of what I was talking about. Right just puts things at the end. Right line puts a line at the end of it. Oh, beautiful. Spectre.
Ooh. There we go.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
So, very cool. Very cool. There's this little annoying thing where the console.readline has this yellow line under it.
Oh, yeah.
That's called a warning. And this is because, look, if I put a question mark on input here, it goes away.
Okay.
It's a little weird. So what this is saying is that it may be a string and it may be nothing. So the question mark says it's maybe a string.
Okay.
This refers to a thing called nullable. In computer science and programming world, the word null means the lack of something. The lack of something. We can fix this with putting a question mark here saying like, well, you know, this means nothing was entered. This would mean that there's not a keyboard essentially attached to the computer.
Okay.
The other option is we put an exclamation point here. The exclamation point says, I promise, I'm the programmer. I promise that someone's gonna type something in here. So those are like sort of our two options. Those are our two options. We can say, I promise that the thing on the left is not going to be nothing. It's not going to be null. Or we could say, well, you know, I'm gonna deal with it potentially being null. Those are our two options.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense.
I personally, for doing console.readlines, I tend to prefer the exclamation point. The reason you might do this, you could use readline to sort of read in a file rather than someone typing something in. And if that file doesn't have anything in it, you'll get null back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. It's just more importantly, it's just important to know that, hey, you can put an exclamation point here to make it go away. Okay.
Cool.
So you entered, and then give them a name. All right. So we'll say, you entered. We'll do you entered, and then we'll put a double quote here. I have a challenge for you that it's gonna. So to do refactor the code below to display the you entered name. Is that correct?
Oh.
This is kind of a trap, so I'm sorry.
Oh, did I exit again? I did it. Cool. You said control backtick turns the closes the terminal,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Control backtick. You can also hit the little X in the bottom in like the left corner. There.
Cool. I would assume you just put it in after the input.
Give it a shot. Go for it. Go for
You
it.
enter.
Experimenting is a super important thing to go for when learning how to program.
that
When learning
correct?
anything, experimenting is important.
It says no.
Okay.
Syntax error.
So on the left side
Okay.
of the input, there's something.
The plus.
Yeah, yeah. So it says take the thing on the left, add it. So you gotta. Oh, comma here is gonna be dangerous. Do a plus. Do a plus.
Do a plus? Okay.
Yeah, don't do a comma. Make it a
Cool.
plus.
Cool.
Comma does something different.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Patty, thank you so much for the hydrate. Give me 1 second.
Good call. I'll hydrate too.
Thank you.
All right, let's
Oh.
run it.
Let's run that.
Okay. So you hit space at the end of the word Spectre. So run it again, but this time don't put a space at the
Oh,
end of the word
gotcha.
Spectre. Yeah. So what's the issue here?
I need to have a space over here.
Yeah. Also, I want you to put, just so the player knows whether or not they put a space in the word, I want you to put double quotes around the player's name.
Okay.
Can we do that? Feel free to ask a question.
Big brain. So I guess the question would be, it's where those would go. Because I have a feeling putting them over the input isn't going to do that, because that's going to make it a string, and then it's going to type
Let's
input.
try it. Let's try it. Try it. Try it and run it. It's really easy to try things and run it. Let's see what happens if we do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So because that is
Yeah.
saying to, this is called a string literal.
Right.
So it's saying put the text input there. That's not what we want. We want to substitute in the value that's stored in our box and our input in our variable. All right. So what's the challenge here? Like, I can see some gears turning.
It's just getting the quotes to end out over Spectre, like the actual input.
Yeah.
My next guess would be to put them inside of here, but that starts to goof up some things.
Yeah, but it's like that tells us to end the string, right? So it's
Yeah,
like, oh, man.
exactly.
So we might give up. We might give up and be like, well, I'm gonna do it in single quotes. I'm gonna do it in so we can put some single quotes there. Let's do single quotes.
Okay. So, would those go around input?
Let's try it. Let's see what it says. So now we have a red squiggly. If we try and run it, our program will just give us a bunch of red outputs.
Right.
Okay. So we can't do that.
Oop. Could we put it on this side?
Let's try that. Let's try that. Okay, so we can do that.
Okay.
Okay, because that is, so this is called a character, Any letter, any symbol that's inside of a string is called a character. By itself, it's called a character.
Right.
Okay. The issue we're running into is, how do I put a double quote here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, how do I put a double quote here?
Without it
No,
getting
it's like,
angry.
we get angry. All right. So turns out there are special symbols. There are special characters that mean things in certain contexts, and so we can't put them there. We can use what's called an escape sequence.
Okay.
An escape sequence. You put a slash followed by the character.
Okay.
And that says, I literally want to use this character.
As is, yeah.
Yeah. So let's do that for both sides here. Oh, so it should be that you did a forward slash. I meant backslash.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, let's test it. You entered
Nice.
Spectre. Is this correct? Okay. So you said we entered. Is this correct? Let's come on down. We want to get the user's input again. They have to type. They have to type yes or no. We're gonna make them type yes or no.
Okay. So we would do input. Oop. Equals. Read line.
I'm just gonna respond to Real Paddywhack in the chat. Real Paddywhack, thank you so much for popping in, my friend. We are doing Farron here, incredible streamer. They do art. They do a variety. They're a variety streamer. I only do educational coding on my stream. Maybe I should do some variety. I was thinking about doing some Dance Dance Revolution. Would people be interested in watching that? Probably not.
I would be very interested.
So Farron wants to be a game developer. Is that correct, Farron?
Yes. Yeah, that would be end goal. End life goal for me. That's where I want to get to.
Farron wants to get there. They are an incredibly talented artist. They do crocheting and make artwork on their stream. They do a variety stream. I love their co-working stream. But we're teaching them. This is their first time ever programming. Aren't they doing incredible, Real Paddywhack?
Okay. It says no, so I'm doing something wrong here.
Let's
but I'm
hover
not
over
sure
it. What is it complaining about?
A local variable or function named input is already defined in this scope. Oh, I see. Okay, because input equals console.readline, so it already knows.
So it's actually line 15 that it's conflicting with.
Gotcha.
But yes. So it turns out you don't need line 19 here. You can get rid of it.
Cool.
And we already have, so line 15, we create a space. To store data, and then we set the data on line 16. So we assign data. We put something inside that box. Then line 19, we're going to replace that data.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So when we put the keyword string in front, it's saying make space, make a spot inside of my memory, inside the computer to store information.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So now we want to check. We're gonna learn something new now. If input is equal to yes. What are curly braces called?
Method
Starts with a B.
or
Close.
brackets?
They're curly brackets, yeah. So our method down at the bottom, we wrote these methods. The part between the
Oh, the
curly
body.
braces here, the body. So we have an if here. This is an if statement. This is the body of the if statement.
Gotcha.
And an if statement allows us to check a condition. We're saying if input is equal to yes, perform this code.
Okay.
Okay. So in this case, we want to, let's say, all right. So now to do, write a welcome message to the user. Display their name. Maybe welcome name to the land of fair.
Okay.
Something like that.
Easy.
Do the instructions make sense?
Yes. Yes. Do 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 do. Okay, so we would have it console right line. Oh.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that grammar is incorrect, so I apologize. Look. I'm a computer science teacher. I'm not a grammarologist. Not a grammarologist.
Oh my goodness.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much, Excel, for the follow. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, I think I did it. So we
Okay,
shall
how do we
run.
test it?
Oh wait, no. I forgot the semicolon.
Oh, forgot the semicolon.
Ah.
Oh, I think.
Dang it.
Okay.
Okay. Do. Where is? There it is. What have I done? Here we go.
Oh, I
clicking
know
over
what's
there.
happening. You see, okay, so
This
Farron, you
little
see over on the
thingy.
right side, if you click that, if you click and drag, it's like jumping to different parts. If you click and drag, you'll see what's happening. You can
Oh.
close that. There is,
Okay.
so just avoid clicking that. There's also a way to close it. I don't remember how to close it. Mine is turned off because I do that all the time, so I turn it off. Just click on the line. So click somewhere on the line, not at the end of it.
Cool.
So like in the middle, and then press the end key. Do you have an end key on your computer? I'm sure you do. Mine
I'm
isn't
sure I do.
on my
There
thumb.
it is. Nice. Cool.
That
Cool.
there you go.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So now let's try. Do. Okay,
What
so it's
happened?
gotcha. It's taking this input.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
okay,
remember,
so
we only have one variable. We
Gotcha.
created a space. Line 15, we created a space to store a string. And then we use the assignment operator. That's the equal sign. That's the assignment operator. We actually place something in that spot, overriding whatever was there previously.
okay.
So how do we fix this bug? What do you think? Any thoughts?
Would we have to re-put line 15 and 16 before this?
So before line 19, so there's two options.
Mm-hmm.
We need two spaces for data, right? So
Right.
we need to be able to keep track of the user's name as well as the answer to their question.
Right.
So we need two variables here. So line 15, we need to do something like line 15 again.
Okay.
So maybe on between lines 18 and 19, we might do a new one.
Okay. Could we use the word input again or no? Because it's gonna...
Try it. What did it yell at us before? Do it again and we'll read it here. It's saying, well, there's already a thing called input. So let's say we had two variables. They're both called input. How do you know the difference between them?
1 and 2.
Well, do it. We put input 1, input 2. You can do that.
Oh, wait. Wait a second. Here we go. No. Is declared but never used?
So on line 19, we're missing something. So there's a couple things. Line 19.
The semicolon?
Semicolon. Okay. Now line 16, 18, 20, and 22 all have the same error. If we hover over input, what does it say?
The name input does not exist because we changed it to 1 and 2.
We changed it, yeah.
So we would put 1 here and 1 here and then 2 here, 2 here.
Okay, let's try it.
Nope, this is gonna do the same thing it did before. It's gonna put yes here again.
So what do we have to do there? I wanted it to happen. So,
Okay.
But you caught it, so that's great. Line 24, what do we need to change?
24. We need to change this. This needs to be its own. Oh, this needs to be 1 because it's gonna say their name
Needs to
again.
be 1. Yeah. Okay. So why was that so easy to make the mistake there?
I am unsure.
So it's because your variables are both called input.
True. Yes.
So
true.
what would be a better variable name for the one where we're reading the user's name? What would be a better variable name?
Name.
Name. Okay. All right. So we could go through and we could replace everywhere we have. We have to do it 4 times. That seems painful, right?
Right.
All right. So this is where the word refactor is very important. We got the word refactor. Right-click on the word input 1 here.
Right click on the word input 1.
There's
Okay.
one of those options says refactor. It's a little
Okay.
lower. Okay, let's click that. Now, change that variable. All right, I can't quite see what your screen is saying. Hang on, let me go full screen here so I can see it a little bit better. Right-click on input 1. I think you right-clicked on something else.
Oh, okay.
Right-click right on that. Yeah, all the way in the middle, like right in the middle of the word right-click. Go to refactor.
Okay.
Now just start typing. Type the word name. What? Click on it. Type F2. Click on it. F2 is the shortcut. Oh, I think you're clicking the wrong thing. Click. Oh, sorry. I'm dumb. Refactor's the wrong thing here. I'm sorry. Right-click on it.
Right click on it. Okay.
Right-click on it. Rename symbol.
Rename symbol. Okay.
Captain Coder, leading you astray.
All right. Cool. So it changed.
And it will
everywhere.
change it everywhere in your code.
Nice.
Okay. So now instead of input 2, what would be a better variable name for input 2?
Response.
Response seems okay. I also think input's a fine answer.
Or yeah, just input, I guess, would work great.
Response seems pretty good too. I might also call it yes or no.
Okay.
But technically they can type in anything. Okay, let's try it. Let's test it.
All right. Oh. Spectre. Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, what happens if we don't type yes?
It'll wait for us. Or if
Right.
we type something else, it doesn't. That's a good question.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I guess that the program wouldn't know because we didn't give it.
Well, so the program is gonna run
variable.
top to bottom. Runs top to
Right.
bottom all the time. So on line 22, we have a check here. It says, if the input's yes,
Right.
execute this body of code. Execute this body of code.
Right.
If it's not yes, we just skip it.
Oh. Okay.
So this is called branching logic. It's like
Right.
really, really integral. So very, very important. It's like the essence of programming is being able to do branching logic. Because when the user chooses one thing, we want to do this. If they choose another thing, we want to do that.
Right.
All right. So we can do this thing down here where we say else. And it says if the input is yes, do this. Else, do this thing. What do we want to say if they type no?
Preferably, we'd bring them back to asking what their name is again, right?
That would be really cool to do, huh? It'd be really cool if we could do that. Right? So, how do we get our program to jump to a different chunk of code?
That's a question.
We've done
That
it.
is
We've
a
done
question. We have?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess
So
we
scroll
have.
up, scroll all the way up. Where have we done it before?
With the methods?
The method. So we're gonna write a method that asks the user to enter their name.
Okay. Cool. Gotcha.
So it has to be after everything. So like I'll
Has
write
to
a
be
little
after
delimiter
everything.
here.
Okay.
I'll do a thing here called method definitions below.
Alrighty. Big brain.
Yeah. What would
Uh,
you call a method that asks the user for their name? Or let me repeat it. Prompts the user to enter a name. I don't know if that's helpful at all.
My brain.
But we're gonna do something sort of like lines 35 through 41. So
Right.
let's start by writing just a method to get it started.
We put void, right?
Yeah, for now.
For now.
Turns out we're gonna do something a little bit different.
Okay. And then we name this section what
we're gonna name it. I'm so glad. This is the hardest part of programming, in my opinion, is coming up with names for things. On my
Right.
stream, I'm always being like, I have no idea what to name this. But yeah, so I might call it get username.
Okay.
I might also call
That's
it
simple
prompt,
enough.
prompt, for name or something. Get username. All right.
Okay. Oh, I see. We need the Pascal.
We don't need it. Turns out it's optional, but
Okay.
boy is it the convention. In C sharp. Do we need to take any arguments in?
I don't think
Any
so.
parameters? I don't think so. Yeah, so we just leave that area empty. We still need the parentheses,
Do we need the
but
semicolon?
we have to give it a body.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it says, okay, what are we going to do inside of this? Oh, so get username. Let's scroll up. And we'll take the code there that asks the user, and we're going to steal that chunk of code, and we're going to put it down in there.
Okay.
But then we also have to like read the user input and store it in a variable.
Right.
So we
Oh,
want to take
goodness.
those
So-
lines as well.
Gotcha. Enter your character's name. So we're gonna take all of these, right?
Yep.
And put it with these. String name. Can remove this. Why does this feel as though it is not inside?
So fun fact, it wants you to form, it's happy, it is inside. Turns out
Okay.
white space doesn't matter. We can do this crazy stuff,
Cool.
right?
Gotcha.
So this isn't,
Nice.
it's not cool. It's really annoying.
Cool.
We're gonna fix it though. Press Control, there's a couple ways here. Press Control Shift P.
Control Shift P.
This opens the command palette. We're gonna start typing in the word format. And then select the option that says Format Document.
Format document.
And then it's like, oh, we're gonna make it look pretty.
Cool. Oh, nice.
All right, so Control Shift P to get to the command palette. The other option, let me look at the top menu here. Let's figure out what it is. View. Okay, so from the top menu, if you select the little hamburger menu in the top, if you ever forget, this is where you get stuff. View, and then command palette.
Nice to meet you.
Command palette. Okay. Nice.
Control Shift P. Okay, so that formats it. Okay, so now we can rewrite our code. Can rewrite our code on these lines 13, 15, and 16. We can replace that with our get username.
Oh, yeah, we can because we just did a method
That's
for
true.
it.
Yeah.
Cool. So it would just be
So the shape has to match. So look at line 30. What's the shape of get username? What are the parameters there? So we gotta make sure we give it the parentheses there. Like look at line 17.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
So this
gotcha,
actually says
gotcha.
call the method. Go there and do the method. So we have
Right.
to do that. Even though we have no parameters, we still have to put that
It's
there.
still gonna be there.
to make it happy. Right.
Okay.
You'll notice now though we have this error on line 15 saying I don't know what name is anymore.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Down here, let's go down to lines 31 through 35.
Mhm.
There's something interesting about bodies here. We're gonna learn about our bodies today, Farron. Learn about our bodies today.
Alright.
You'll find as you get older. No. Look. This is the programming class, folks. This family friendly here. No. All right. So inside of the body, we have a thing called scope.
Okay.
This variable, because it's declared here, only exists inside of this body. It doesn't exist anywhere else.
Okay.
So we can do a thing that says, I would like to be able to give that value back. So do you see this void thing here? This says this method only does stuff. It doesn't produce anything. We can change and say this produces a string. So void means the lack of producing something.
Gotcha.
We can put string here that says this method produces a string.
Okay.
So notice how this method, we have something on the left side of the equals because this reproduces a string. And then we say return name. So return says give this back.
Okay.
So it says we're going to take name, we're going to give it back. And that allows us to, on line 13, not name of, we can do string name equals get username.
Okay.
And this can be named anything. This could be, banana.
Banana.
Doesn't matter. We name it name because of that, right?
Right.
So the thing here that can trip up some people is that the variable name here doesn't have to match the variable name here.
Gotcha.
This is just a local definition that allows us to think about and reason about this small chunk of code.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
There's
feeling okay?
definitely... Huh? Yeah, I'm
Okay.
feeling good. There's just a lot of organizing going on up
Yeah.
here.
We've done like 3, so this would be like close to about 3 of my classes. Like my intro classes, like we're like in the middle of class 3 right now. We have 40-minute classes usually.
Cool.
So we're sort of like three classes in. Usually it's like we'll take some time and practice each one of these little individuals. So we're kind of overloading you maybe a little bit here. So, so
But
I
it's
apologize.
good. It's good.
Okay. So we enter your character's name. We've called it here. We take the value that this returns and store it in the name here. Okay. Let's run it just to make sure it still works.
Let's do it. Do. So do we want to type no this time?
It does. Oh, short. Let's type no. We can type if we type anything except yes.
Right, anything except yes, yeah. It
All
did
right.
nothing.
So it does nothing. It just skips over. It actually goes to this little block here. Okay, so in this else part, what do we want to do?
Do.
If they type
If
yes,
if anything else, then we want it to ask for the name again, right? So we would.
yeah. So do we have a method that does that?
We do. We have string get username.
Okay. So take a look at line 13.
Ooh, no.
That's how we use it.
Line 13. Okay, string name equals get username.
Okay. What's there's 2 red squiggly lines here.
Yes.
The one all the way at the end. That one's the easy one.
That one just needs a semicolon,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
All right. So this other one, let's hover over it.
A local or parameter named name cannot be declared in this scope because that name is used in an enclosing local scope to define a local or parameter.
So it is saying that we already have something called name. There's already a place. There's already a variable called name. We declared it on line 13.
Gotcha.
So we don't want to declare it, but we want to reassign it. We want to put something in that spot again. So we just take away the word string there.
Okay.
So we're saying, okay, I want to actually reassign that value here. Okay, let's try it.
Let's do it.
It's a little bit how do we format the document again? It's a little bit, that formatting slightly off.
Control Shift P.
Beautiful.
And then format document.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we enter it, and then it just accepts it the second time. What if we want it to keep asking if they don't type yes?
Oh goodness.
So let's think about this. Can we make it so that the method get username not only gets the username but validates it? It checks. How do we do that? Could we move? Okay, so right here, sudo ask the user if that name is valid. If they enter yes, return the name, else get username. Do those instructions kind of make sense?
Kind of.
Okay. What does it make sense about it?
For the most part, it makes sense. I think it's just lots of new words.
Lots of new words. So, as the user, ask the user.
Ask the
Prompt.
user if that name is valid.
So we kind of have that here, right? So we already say, is that correct?
Yeah, we already do that up here.
So this is to-do number 1. All right, to-do number 1. To-do number 2, read the user input. And then to-do number 3, check if they entered yes.
Okay.
Do those 3 steps make sense?
Yes.
All right,
For
let's give
the
it a shot.
most part.
For the
Let's
most
give
part,
it
I
a
love it.
shot. Prompt the user if that name is valid. So we have to pretty much steal this and put it over
Yep.
there. Do 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 do. I guess my question here is if I would copy it and paste it or like remove it from this line and put it in the method.
So we're planning to remove it. So I would remove
Okay.
it.
Cool.
We're
cool,
basically
cool.
planning to move everything up there, and that all becomes get name.
Gotcha. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Patty. Thank you. Gotta stay hydrated. Read the user input. Brain imploding.
Yeah. So just let's pause for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Which line reads user input?
This line?
Yeah. Read line.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I'm also gonna say we should go ahead and also still line 16. Should put line 16 above. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Because that's saying make space for it.
Right. And
okay,
then
so we've done 1 and 2.
Yes.
Now
check
number
if
3.
they entered yes.
So previously, which lines did that?
Is it the method here?
Yeah. Well, it's this if statement.
Okay.
So we're gonna copy the if lines 19 through 26.
19 through 26. And we would put it inside of the method here.
Exactly.
Do 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 do. Okay.
Okay.
If they
We have
enter
one-
yes, return the name.
So instead of displaying on this chunk here, instead of this, we want to return name.
Okay.
So if they've entered yes, they've correctly they've identified it, and we have the correct name, and we can return that. So instead, we're gonna do what's on line 52, and return the name.
Return name. Okay. All right. Oof. So we'll just copy that and put it up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that correct. We're gonna put it here, right?
Oh, we're gonna put it inside of the if statement. Inside, so the highlight the body of the if statement.
In here.
Yeah, so that's inside. So if they type yes, we want to say, okay, well, we're good. We have their name now, so we'll return it here.
Nice. Return name.
Okay.
Else get username.
Get username. So if they fail, it says just go do it again.
Okay.
Does it make a little bit of sense?
A little bit. I think I'm slowly just getting jumbled on all the things.
Yeah.
But
Let's
it's
format it.
for the most part making sense. Format
If
it.
we format it, it'll hopefully make a little bit
Nice
more
to meet
sense.
you.
Or
Bonjour.
the visual will like sort of line up a little bit better.
Right. Thank you so much, 100 Acres and Galantry for the follows. Thank you.
100 Acres Fall. That's one of my in real life students.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Okay, we format. It's red now, though.
Okay. It's red because on line 19. What's the error on line 19?
Line 19. Oh.
Nice to meet you. Bonjour.
Hello, Scott. Thank you so much for the follow. The name input does not exist in the current context.
Yeah, what does that error mean?
It means this is in a method and not up there, right?
Exactly. It's not up.
It
Do we even
can't
need this
read
up here
it.
anymore?
No.
We don't. It all happens
No, we
inside
don't.
of get username.
Very true. So we'll just get rid of all of that.
Okay. Let's try it.
All right. Do 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 do. All right, Spectre. Do do do. No.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
So we're doing okay. This is not bad. Not bad. We're on our
Not
way
bad.
to a little text adventure. Okay. Now we have to decide what are the thing that what's the first thing the user sees in the game?
The first thing that they see?
Yeah, so like I said, text adventure. All right, welcome so and so to Land of Fairy. What is the do we need a plot? Do you want me to do do you want to come up with a plot, or should we we could ask ChatGPT, we could ask the audience, or depending, I don't know how long you want to go on this. I know we've been going for like 3 hours, so.
We can definitely keep going if you'd like. I know you streamed for like way before you got here.
Yeah, I've been going for a while. I'm sitting down though.
Yeah.
Normally I stand. People can see I'm sitting down. My hair is getting a little bit here, so. No,
Well,
I'm doing fine.
whenever you feel like calling it for the day, definitely.
Let's go 20 more minutes. Does that sound good?
Perfect.
'Cause
That
I think
sounds
we can
great.
get if we go a little bit longer, 20 more minutes. I think you'll be in a spot where you can actually maybe produce a little bit of something cool on
Yeah.
your own.
Yeah,
Give you a
I'm
little bit of
super
homework.
excited. I definitely feel like the building blocks I've learned today. I'm less scared of code. I will say that. I'm
Good,
less
good.
scared. This has been something
It's
I've
not
wanted
that
to delve
hard.
into for a while, but it's so much information all at once.
It's intimidating. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So let's have ChatGPT go with it. Let's do it.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask GPT,
GPT.
generate 10 ideas. 10 ideas for a story about a person entering Farron's realm. Okay. 1 sentence per idea. How does that sound?
Perfect.
Right,
I
here are
love
the
how
ideas.
like specific you can get with ChatGPT. I think it's
You
so
have
cool.
to kind of be very specific. 10 was too many options. We got a lot of options here. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna take some. option 1. I'm going to paste it at the end of this file just so everyone can see option 1. So if you scroll down, you can see the option.
Oh.
You can see the option here. In a daring adventure, a curious wanderer stumbles upon an ancient portal that transports them into Farron's realm, where magic and beauty reign supreme. Right, and that's not really a whole plot. Not much
Right.
of a plot there. Okay. I should have. Okay, here I like this one a little bit. What do people think of this one? Maybe this one might be a little bit too intense.
Ooh.
Seeking solace from a broken heart, a jaded romantic finds refuge in Farron's realm, where they encounter a love unlike anything they've ever known, but must face a choice between staying in this magical realm or returning to the real world.
I
How do
like
feel about
it.
that one? Okay. Here's another option. Here's another one. There's a few here. A disgraced knight, banished from their kingdom, embarks on a quest to prove their worth, leading them to Farron's realm, where they must face mythical creatures and overcome their own demons.
Ooh.
That one's pretty good.
I like
All right, let's
that.
try. There's
a
one
lot.
more. This one seems pretty good too. Let's try this one. An ambitious entrepreneur stumbles upon Farron's realm, where they are offered the chance to manifest their wildest dreams and desires, but soon discover the high price they must pay for their newfound success.
Ooh. I like that
Right.
one too.
Do
Those
we
are
want?
all
Do you want to
really
ask?
good plots.
It's pretty good at generating single sentences. It's pretty good at
Right.
generating single sentences. It gets a little bit wishy-washy. The way I described it to someone was sort of like, if you have a rambling uncle, it's ChatGPT kind of is like your rambling uncle. It starts out kind of okay and it sort of devolves and you're like, well, that was almost a thought.
That was almost a thought. Do. I
Do
like
one of
the
these
second
stand
one.
out to you?
I
Okay,
like
we'll go with
the
the
second
second
one.
one.
Yeah.
A disgraced knight. A disgraced knight. All right, so we're gonna go with the disgraced knight. I'm gonna tell ChatGPT this one we're using. A disgraced knight. Okay. Let me generate a new thing here. Plot of story. Okay. I'm gonna tell write in second person an intro to a text adventure using the above plot. 3 sentences. Okay. Here we go. Here's our story so far. Here's your task. I'm up here to do. Write a method that called display intro or welcome screen. Welcome screen. It should display the text like this. All right, so that's a lot of text. So I'm gonna show you a thing here. It should display the text like this. So this is the text. As you stand at the edge of the kingdom you once swore to protect, a bitter wind gusts through your tattered cloak, reminding you of your disgrace. Determined to redeem yourself and reclaim your honor, you embark on a perilous journey to Farron's realm, where legends whisper of mythical creatures and hidden challenges. As you take your first step forward, the unknown, your heart races with anticipation, knowing that in this quest you will confront not only the beast that lies in wait, but also that haunting doubt that lingers within your own soul.
So intense.
It's an intense game. All right, so we're gonna write a method welcome screen that shows this.
All right. Do 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 do. So this would fall under string and not void, right?
This one's gonna be a void because it just displays this message.
Oh, it doesn't like take something in and return. Gotcha. Void welcome screen.
Distrin asks, is Flash and New Line in C#? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Oh, and so you can start writing this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a secret
Absolutely.
once you get going. Okay. All right. So there's a lot of lines to write here.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit painful. We can do the following. So there's a special syntax where you can use an @ symbol, and this lets you put a bunch of spaces between it. So then we can just copy this whole thing here. So if we put spaces, we can do this. Oh, sorry, if we put an @ symbol in front of the quote, we can do it this way.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of. Why wouldn't it have run without the @ symbol if we had just
We
like
do
plugged all of that
this.
text in there?
Yeah, so if we do it like this, it all has to be on one line.
Oh, okay, but the @ symbol allows it to go over one line.
Yeah, the @ symbol says, hey, we're going to do multi-line string.
Cool. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So we have this
Cool,
method.
cool.
After the user enters their name, let's call the welcome screen method.
So we just do. Oh, I am in the wrong area. Here we go. Welcome screen. Right.
So what do we have to put at the end of a method?
The parentheses
Exactly.
followed by the semicolon.
Okay, let's run it.
All right. Nice. Enter your character's name. Spectre. Yes, that is correct. Welcome, Spectre, to the land of Ferrin.
There we
and then there's
go.
all our text.
Okay. All right. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to give our players some options.
Okay.
All right. Options. All right. So we're going to do list 3 options. You can travel to the Misty Woods, the Forgotten Caverns, the Enchanted Lake. Those are the 3 places that they can visit.
Cool.
Right, so do some write lines, display this, and then read user input. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, it does.
And I can write all those
so-
to-dos out if that would be better for you.
Huh?
Do you want me to write all that to-do out? Or do you think you got it?
No, it should be fine. It should be good.
Okay,
it should
cool.
be good. So I've got to come above the
Put it inside of your
methods.
welcome screen method. Put it inside of the
okay.
welcome screen. So this is part of the
Okay,
welcome
cool,
screen.
Cool.
This is what they do in the welcome screen.
Do. Console. Right line. You can travel to Misty Woods. Forgot the semicolons. The Forgotten Caverns. Oh. Right line. 3. The Enchanted Lake. Semicolon. Then it needs to get input. Big brain. Big brain.
Looking at previous code is a great way to do it too. I see you're scrolling
Yeah,
up. We ended up putting it all inside of the get username, so go check out get username.
Gotcha. That's right. We did. That would be this information here, right?
Yeah. So it's the read line. So we need to make a string to store the input, and then it's part of the read line.
Gotcha. So these two?
Essentially,
String
yeah,
name.
those 2 lines there.
Gotcha. Okay. So we would do string equals no. Yes? No. No. Input.
Nice to meet you. Bonjour.
It wouldn't be input though, would it? Because that's kind of like
I would probably call it choice.
that's what I was thinking. Gotta give it a different name so it stands out, so we know what we're looking at. Choice.
I'm gonna respond to Distron real quick. Distron,
Absolutely.
it would work in C#, so the escape sequence /n is pretty common across, I think, almost every programming language. Real Paddywhack is saying it's part of the ASCII language standard. So ASCII is like an old format that we use to describe characters, like all the keys on the keyboard, and then some is ASCII. So /n works because C# knows about it. Pretty much all modern programming languages know about /n. Okay.
All right, so that would be that, right? And then if we wanted to go
Then we
further,
yeah, let's keep going. We're almost there. We're gonna write an if statement that says if
cool.
choice is 1, if choice is 2, else if, well, we'll get there. So we're gonna do if choice is 1, if choice is 2, and if choice is 3. So then we need to sort of say, and then we also need one that says else if they type something that's not any of those.
Right.
We kind of need to do a thing.
Okay. So if, oop, I don't know what I did there.
Yeah, that would be VS Code. VS Code trying to help you, but making a mess.
Trying to
Breaking
help.
plates. Breaking plates.
If choice, oop, that's not it, equals 1.
And it's a string, so it has to be in double quotes.
Gotcha. The 1, right?
Just the 1, yeah.
Just the 1. Semicolon? No.
Oh, no semicolon on if
No
statements.
semicolon.
And if you put a semicolon, that just means this if statement has no body.
Gotcha. And then we do brackets and return what'll happen if we do 1.
And we'll just leave this blank for now. We'll leave this blank because
Right.
we're not quite sure what we're gonna do here. So I'm gonna put this to do with some question marks. And we haven't learned this yet, but it turns out you want to do else if.
Okay, else if. Gotcha.
It says do this. If that's not the case, do this. If that's not the case, do that.
2. Brackets. If.
Don't forget the else.
Oh yeah. Else if. Else if. Choice equals 3.
And then the last one is just going to be a regular else.
Else. And then we
And
just
there's
leave
no,
it.
there's nothing for the last
Yeah.
one. The else just has a body, no parentheses. It's a little bit tricky.
Ooh, it's Anki.
So on the else, there's no parentheses.
No parentheses. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just the
Just
body.
a body. Because it's
Okay.
saying else. On these ones, we have an if, so we have some logic we have to check. Otherwise, we have just else. So let's start with the else. We'll start with the else. In
Okay.
this case, we're just going to say that's not a valid choice. So we could do console.writeLine invalid choice. Press enter to try. Press enter to continue. Okay, something like that. And then do a console.readLine. This will force them to press enter before. So it
Right.
blocks, readline blocks. And then we're just going to go back to the welcome screen.
Okay.
So just say welcome screen.
Nice.
Does that
Just
make sense?
start it over for him. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Let's go ahead and do a format here.
Okay. Control Shift P. Format.
Don't, Dramulk, stop. Dramulks. Don't make a game with 200 elses. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here, Dramulks. Dramulks over here with the troll. And Dramulks is a friend of the channel, friend of Captain Coders.
Oh, nice.
He's a game developer making a pretty cool game in Unity.
Ooh.
Obsessing over Diablo. Diablo. Apparently it's not Diablo. So everyone in my chat was like, "You're saying it wrong."
I played the beta for the new Diablo, but I haven't gotten into
Yeah.
it. I loved the other games though, so good. Obsessed with Diablo 3.
Yeah, I liked 1 and 2. 3 I couldn't get into.
Really?
Yeah,
See, I feel like the universe was trying to keep it from me, so I had to have it. I owned like 4 different copies of the game, like physical copies, and always at the end act, it stopped working.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I became like obsessed with the idea of finishing the game.
I did hear that it got better.
It's a really good story, and I just like the way the characters, like your character develops.
Yeah. So I beat it. So I bought it. I got it on like day 1. And I played all the way through it, and I just like couldn't. It didn't pull me in the way the first 2 did. And I don't know why. So I was just like, well, that was disappointing.
Very valid.
Anyway,
though.
that's just like my opinion. That's just like my opinion. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to make it so when we press 1, we're just gonna have a method for each one of these locations. Void. We got, what's the first one? Misty Woods. And up here, we just go to Misty Woods.
Nice. Okay. If 1,
So let's
then
do
go
the
to
same
Misty
thing.
Woods.
Yeah. If for 2, do the same thing for 2 and 3. Create a method for the Forgotten Caverns. Create a method for the Enchanted Lake.
Oop. Void. The Misty Caverns it was? Yeah. No. Forgotten Caverns. Brain
Yeah,
said,
Forgotten
what are you
Caverns.
talking
And
about?
you can come up with your own places. ChatGPT just likes to use. These are like the most common places on the internet, apparently, for a fantasy game. the most average. ChatGPT essentially takes an average of like, it reads your thought, it parses your question, turns it into a search, and it says, here's the average response.
We're angry.
Perfect. Okay. And we're just going to put a little thing in here, console.writeline, forgotten, caverns, incomplete. So when we get here, we'll be like, oh, well, this isn't ready.
Right.
That's Misty Woods. Misty Woods. And Enchanted Lake. Okay. Let's finish on lines 45 and 49.
Yes. So we have got to have them Forgotten Caverns. Enchanted Lake.
All right, let's do a format.
Nice.
Beautiful. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Cool. Spectre. Yes. You can travel to, let's go to 2, the Forgotten Caverns. Good stuff. So then it just reads Forgotten Caverns is incomplete.
Yeah.
Nice.
So now, essentially, every option in your game sort of becomes a method where you display what's going on in that section,
right.
list out the options, write some if statements, and then go to the next section.
Fuck yeah, that was really cool.
So essentially, your homework now. Here's your homework, Farron.
Okay.
Write a text adventure using everything you've learned so far. That has, usually what somebody says, like, write a text adventure that has at least 10 locations, and every location needs to have at least 2 options. That's the homework assignment I give.
Okay.
So this is like the first project students do.
Cool. Hex yeah. Amazing. We did it. You are an incredible teacher.
You're an incredible student.
Thank you.
Right. And if anyone is interested, I'm going to share this code online real quick. I'm going to share this code online. So this code that you see right here before you, if you go to this link, that I just sent, and you happen to have VS Code installed, you can click the Open in VS Code button. It'll actually open it in VS Code for you. So you can.
I forgot that it's mad at you. The links.
Oh, it's mad at me.
But that's okay. I think I figured out my permit thing the other day.
I can also send it directly to you this way. It's almost like the captain needs some kind of academy. That's right.
It might let you do it. I have multiple things going, but if you just want to send it to me directly, that works as well. There we go.
I did that. Let's see if it let me go through. I posted it. It didn't yell at me, I don't think.
Ugh, it did. It's Angie. Here we go. I shared it.
That's interesting. So it doesn't yell at me. I don't see that it even got blocked.
Yeah, it does a bunch of stars in chat, and I think my mistake here is I'm like in between multiple like bot programs.
You're like transitioning to
Yeah.
another bot, or you?
Yep.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I started with Nightbot, I went to Stream Elements, and then Firebot.
Oh
so
my
it's like
gosh.
the slow transition between them.
It's crazy. I think
Awesome.
right now like Nightbot, MooBot, Stream Elements, and Mix It Up all have access, and I'm like, stop. Oh my goodness. Thank you for pinning that link, Rain. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, great
Amazing.
job. I'm glad you're feeling less intimidated.
I am.
I hope you found this helpful, folks. You can find me, Captain Coder, at Twitch. CaptainCoder.live. Just go to
Yes.
CaptainCoder.live. That's how you can find me.
Oh,
Go
it said
to
something
my
went wrong.
Twitch.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for being here. Could we get a shout out for Captain real quick for anyone who wants to just go over there and follow their Twitch real quick? We'll make it easy for them. Make it easy.
That was my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Maybe we'll have to do this another time.
Absolutely.
you
I am so down. And I still got to teach you how to crochet.
Yeah. So next time.
Absolutely.
Baron is going to teach me how to crochet, which I'm horrified about doing, by the way. But I'm excited. Though, just as intimidating, I feel like I'm like, this is going to be way harder than programming.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how I
definitely
feel
a
about it.
different wheelhouse. Less mental,
Yeah.
more physical. Absolutely. Thank you so
Awesome.
much for
Well,
being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for helping us get this set up. It was super fun. I hope people learned something. I hope you learned something.
Oh,
And,
I learned
remember,
tons.
Remember, you gotta keep coding, keep growing, being the best you can be. And you're welcome back anytime. All right, I'm gonna hop off.
All right.
Baron,
You have
thanks
a good
again.
one, Cappy. Thank you so much for
You
being
too.
here.
Oh, my pleasure. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Well. That was a whole lot of fun, you guys. That was a whole lot of fun. Thank you so much to everybody who followed over the course of that. I'm so sorry I was not keeping up with chat. There was so much going on. But I had a really great time, and I really do thank all of you for being here and hanging out with us and learning with me today. This was my first time touching code in any way, shape, or form. But it was really good. It went really well, and I'm very excited and happy. If any new viewers here would like to come back, we do so many different things. As Captain Coder said, every Wednesday we have co-working streams. We do a lot of crochet, painting, miniature building, video game playing. We are the epitome of variety streamer. Code is not so scary. It is not so scary, honestly. I was terrified leading up to this date to jump into it, but really it's not that scary. It's very easy once you have a wonderful teacher to lay it out. And I'm sure the more I practice with it, it'll get even better because I'm definitely going to keep practicing. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. This worked out so well. Okay. Dagon, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. You're all so nice. You're all so sweet to me. Thank you. Well, I won't keep you all for much longer. How would you guys like to follow me out on a raid today? As I said, stay tuned. And if you don't follow Cappy, go follow Cappy because I will be teaching them how to crochet. Undetermined date, but we'll get there. We'll plan it. We'll figure it out. Thank you for being here, Bran. Thank you so much. Let me bring us to the ending screen. Okay. Did we not do? There we go. Nice. Oh, yeah. There's a giveaway. Wait. Y'all got me. You caught me. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, we have a giveaway to do. During this stream, the giveaway bar that lives up here, once it fills up all the way, we do a giveaway. We always do. I sell my stuff on Ko-fi, but I also really love to just give away stuff and thank everybody for the support that they bring to my stream because this has truly changed my life. So, we're doing a giveaway. Give me 1 second. I need to go grab the item that we are giving away. Just want to say thanks for using they, them pronouns for me. I don't ever really mention it, but I use they, them pronouns. I love that. Absolutely. I always revert to they, them as like a safety unless someone has told me what their pronouns are in specific. Because yeah, I never want to upset anybody, ever, ever, ever. Do you find Ko-fi to be good for shopping commissions? I do. Well, I really love that you don't have to pay for it. That's a big difference for me. I was paying for Squarespace before, and Squarespace was really, it was good in a lot of ways, but for it to be good, it cost about $50 a month, and I could no longer afford that. I love Ko-fi. I think it's super nice. The people who run it are just amazing, caring people who just wanted a space for artists to sell without being hounded by fees. And I really like the layout as well as Anya. I really, really do. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab the giveaway item. I'll open up our program. I should actually do that right now. Whoop. Where is program? All right, give me 1 second. I'll find it when I come back. BRB. Dead Signal, hello. Thank you so much for redeeming the I'm new here redeem. I'll give you a quick introduction to the stream and what we're about. My name is Ferryn. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. We do a lot of crafts, we do a lot of games, mainly cozy games, mainly crochet, but we do delve into a bunch of different aspects of like games and crafting. I love miniatures, I love painting, tons of things over here. This is an 18+ channel. I go by they, them pronouns. Halloween is my favorite holiday. Bats are my favorite animal. I'm a high anxiety individual, and we stand for human rights and equality up in this beach. And that's my little intro. Thank you so much for redeeming that, Dead Signal. Thank you. Let me pull up. Wow, I did a thing. Let me find the program I normally use. There it is. I was looking for you. There it is. Okay, so here is going to be our giveaway. Nice to meet you too, Signal. Ads finally let me go. Oh no, Cryptid, I'm so sorry. Okay, this is what we're giving away. We're giving away a booty shroom. It's a mushroom that's got one nice ass. Go ahead if you'd like to enter for the giveaway. Here are our rules. Don't enter if you don't want the item. Someone who wants it should be able to get it. Obviously, you have to be 18+ to be in here. Misha! Thank you for gifting that sub to Cryptid. Thank you. What is it? The second rule. The giveaway is 18+. You should already be 18+ if you are in here. So that shouldn't be a problem, but I always feel the need to mention it right now. Anyways, third rule, if you are outside of the United States, please be willing to split shipping with me. In most cases, I can get the shipping pretty low, but it's pretty expensive to ship outside of the United States. Shipping internationally turns into a whole thing. Also, if you win, please join our Discord so I can send you the form to fill out, or at least give me your Discord name. That's a good one. You may now type booty in chat. I love how the link isn't on there. I'll have to figure that out, Jedi. There's a button down in the about page to join the Discord. If someone needs it, I'll pull it up for you for sure. But yeah, type booty in chat. Please do, LG. That would be amazing. Please and thank you. If you would like to enter to win booty shroom crocheted by me. Yes. What's up, Goop? I love that little emote. You're thinking real hard, booby. You're thinking real hard. I like it here. I'm glad you like it, Dad. Thank you so much. There is that Discord link. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. You're amazing. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. No dots. If you want to enter, just type booty in chat. No extra things. I like how it gave different ones. Yeah, it does that. Every time you generate one, it pulls up a new one. It's all goof like that. Thank you for the stretch. Thank you. I do have another one of the booty shrooms on my Ko-fi in case anyone is interested. It is a neon themed one. Oh my goodness. I needed these stretchies, honestly. Big stretch. Okay. All right. I'll give a couple more seconds for anyone who wants to answer, and then we are starting the giveaway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This used to have music, but it doesn't anymore, so you're just gonna have to imagine it. Na, 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 na. Burna, 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 burna. It was really loud, so we cut it out. Oh, for everyone who's regular, the exclamation baby command has changed. It is now exclamation baddie. I know I changed that, and then I said nothing to you guys, and I'm so sorry about that. Bran, you won the booty shroom. Congratulations, Bran. Congratulations. Some of them isn't working, but there we go. Baddie command is there, and we did our giveaway. Thank you guys so much for being here today, everybody. The support really does mean a lot to me. I was super nervous about just doing stuff in general, so I'm very excited. It went very well. I'm very happy. Congratulations, Bran. Okay. We're gonna raid out now. Thank you guys so much once again. I know I've said that like a million times, but seriously, this was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Second surprise to me then. Yeah, I also did the entrances the other day, which I didn't really think about that coming into play during our collab stream. I really wasn't thinking about it, you know? Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's find a friend. Let's find a friend we can raid out to. Let's send all this love over to another streamer. Raiding out is one of my favorite parts of streaming because I really love sharing the love over with other peeps. I think it's an integral piece of the community here. Like earlier, it didn't come in with the command to not interrupt, but then it activated anyways. Yeah, I started having them be auto. What I'm doing is I'm moving all of my stuff over from one program to another program. So this other program allows me the option to do them like upon their first message, which I thought was really cool. So I went ahead and I did it. Let me see who we've got. Let me see what we've got going on. Oh wow, it is a slow day over here. Let's see. Making pancakes, Countess!
Bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancake.
Okay, we are going to raid into Mystic today. Mystic Kitten, for those of you who don't know, they're an amazing streamer. I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be on. It says that they've been in just chatting, but I haven't gotten to check in with them in a minute, and I would really, really like to. They play a lot of different games. It's been a lot of Zelda lately. I know that they also play Diablo. I'm not sure if they... Oh no, is my button broken? My raid button is broken. That's okay. We can make this work anyways. What? It said invalid username. 1 second. Yeah. I know that they do. That's why I was like, we're gonna go. I'm not sure how much longer that they'll be on, but I'm pretty sure they'll be on for a while. Did I spell their name wrong? Am I wild? It's been so long. I have forgotten how to raid out. It's with 2 ends. Yeah, I did 2 ends. I've been using my Stream Deck button for so long that this has truly thrown me for a loop. I think the issue is I was putting an at. There we go. And the raid is getting started. If you'd like to join us on our Discord or any of our socials, please feel free to do so. It worked. Yeah, we finally got it. Here's our follower and tier 1. Are any of these gonna work? None of these are gonna work. I don't even have a raid chance today. Would you look at that? We are in a whole predicament here. There we go. That's what we'll go with today. Copy if you are a sub or a follower. There are your raid chance to copy. I'm also going to be leaving their link behind just in case. I know Twitch is weird with raids and I don't want to leave any of you in the cold. But we're just going to go ahead and do the easy ones today so we don't have to type them all in. Well, that'll make it easy. That'll make it easy on us. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for exploring code with me and just being absolutely fucking delightful in my chat. You're all amazing. Thank you so much. Make sure to take care of yourself today, okay? Because you're important and you deserve to be taken care of, okay? All right. Call someone and you tell them you love them. Have a good time over at Mystics, everybody, and have an amazing fucking day, okay? I want to be left in the cold because of this heat. It's bad, Gooby. It's bad. All right. I love you guys. Bye.
Did I happen to say I want pizza?